The following program is hosted by immature, irreverent, obnoxious, and often disgusting young men. Listener discretion is advised.
This time on Nude Clan, we're going to talk about... What is it called? It's 3E...
E3.
E3. That's right.
Shall we play a game?
Welcome to another episode of Nude Clan. I am Joe.
I'm Caleb Craig.
Cameron.
Caleb Schweiss.
And today, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be talking about... Oh, shit, what's it called?
Dude, you know.
E3?
E3?
E3.
It's just E. The 3 is a elite E.
The 3 is silent?
It's 3 E's, so you got to pronounce it long, so it's
Yeah.
E. Or E.
I like that. Let's call it 2017, where some shit was announced, and I got a list of games that were all talked about. Every single game that was talked about at E3, and we'll go through the list. And if you want to talk about a certain game that you heard about, you guys here at this table, then we can do that. The people at this table, though, I am Joe.
Caleb Craig.
Didn't we just
introducing
do this
again?
Yeah.
Oh, did we already do
Yeah,
that?
we.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Where is my mind?
I don't know. Where is it?
Up my sweet asshole.
So things going as usual.
Anyway, fuck. Okay, what has everybody been playing?
I've been playing some Dragon Quest.
Sorry guys, I'm really
Some
thrown
Dragon
off
Quest 2.
because I fucking fucked up my headphones, and like the little cord is like going in and out, so I'm getting like one side of my headphone going in and out. I'm gonna have to replace these headphones soon, but anyway, because I'm not wearing the headphones, I feel
Weird.
like I feel like something is off, like we're not actually recording right now, and so it's fucking with my head, man. It's fucking with my head. You were
Put 'em
saying
back
Dragon
on.
Quest, right?
Yeah, Dragon
Okay.
Quest, Dragon Quest 2, some Fable 2, Alone in the Dark.
Fable also.
Yeah, I started some Alone in the Dark, played some Killing Floor.
Cameron's
and
disappointment in that was
Disappointment in what?
great. In your
I
Fable
think,
as well.
I think
My
that might
Fable
be it.
joke?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
You don't like that Caleb played Fable also?
He did also play Fable. Yes, that is very true.
Yeah.
No, I've never played Fable.
So he never played Fable, so that was a lie.
Well,
So
you said you played Fable too.
I played Fable also.
You played Fable also.
That's what it's called. Yeah.
Wouldn't it be great if Fable 2 was just called Fable also?
That would be a pretty sweet
Fable
name.
and Fable also, and
I
then
played
Fable,
dude,
and then,
okay.
and then
I got
the
Fable,
fucking
collection,
Fable
man.
again.
Fable as well. What should be.
Yeah.
Dude, I got Fable and I got Fable also. It's like, dude, what? You just said the same thing twice.
No, dude, that's what
No,
it's called.
yeah, Fable and Fable also. It's about as confusing as Alien and Aliens.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit. Could have called it Alien 2, and we would not have the problems that we have in this world today.
It's caused a lot of shit. Aliens.
So Dragon Quest, Aliens, and
Yep.
Fable also.
Yep.
Okay. Cameron.
So this week I played Killing Floor 2 and Horizon Zero Dawn. And that's pretty much what I played this whole week. Yeah.
Did you beat Horizon yet?
No.
Okay.
Have you?
I'm kind of close.
He's in the last two missions.
Yeah. But I guess I have to level up like 9 times before
don't-
the final mission.
You don't necessarily have to level up, but it would help.
Listen, man. That game. We'll get to it later.
I'm just going to go grind and buy all the shadow weapons I want and then continue the game.
Yeah, you need the shadow weapons.
Yep. that Tripcaster. Get that.
Good stuff. Great stuff.
Yep.
How does the Shadow Tripcaster compare to the normal Tripcaster? Is it just more powerful?
It's better to get like other types of ammo.
Yeah, it gives
when
you
get an
another
upgrade.
type of Tripcaster ammo that gives you just like raw damage. It's like an explosive one.
What I'm excited for is get the Shadow War Bow, because all I have is the Shadow Hunter Bow and the Shadow Sharpshooter Bow. So if I get the Shadow War Bow and I can use the
War Bow is
corrupt,
gay.
no, I'm going to use the corruption
Your mom is gay.
ammo type, and I'm going to corrupt the Corruptor to just destroy everything in its vicinity for me, and then focus on the Corruptor.
That game, dude. I'll bitch about it later.
Will you?
Yeah, I will.
Sure, you're not going to just
Schweiss.
kind of like hint at it every 5 seconds, be like, that game.
Schweiss.
We're going to bitch about it, but
Schweiss.
it's coming.
It's not necessarily because I wouldn't bitch about it because it's bad. It's just hard.
yeah. It's
Joe just doesn't
I'm
like
on
hard games.
Easy mode.
Wow.
And
game
this
doesn't
game is difficult.
Yeah, he was doing the same thing that Schweiss did and just like never upgraded his equipment.
Oh.
Yesterday and the day before, I was working on upgrading a lot.
Yeah.
The first
But
thing I
it's
do.
so fucking expensive, and if you hadn't upgraded your equipment and gone
Yeah.
into another area, you know how much ammo you're fucking using to kill shit.
Dude.
So it's like, get rid of all your metal shards, please, and then it's like, have fun. You need better equipment, but you can't afford it, can you?
That's why
Because you got to go hunt
Yeah,
for
you
it.
gotta like
Laugh.
He's a hunter. That's what you got
sell
to
your
go do.
shit, do some side quests.
No, so
That's how
every
you
time
do
I
it.
enter,
You
every
gotta
time
get money that way.
I enter a new area, I buy the wardrobe of that area, the shadow version of that wardrobe, so I can be extra protected.
Oh, see, I didn't mess with that very often. I only bought like 3
Dude, I went through
suits.
I went through the entire game with just like the stealth one.
When I ran into an enemy, the really big
I just don't
flying
have
guy,
patience for stealth anymore.
the really big flying dude that
because the
drops
stealth
like
is a lie.
ice on you, that guy I bought armor for.
Oh yeah, the dude's a dick.
So I was like, fuck this guy, he's a fuckface.
I just,
And then I
I just
corrupted
ran
him.
past it, so
So I,
it's
was-
fine.
Yeah.
I bought the best Karja outfit you can to have the most fire protection. Now I bought the best Oseram cold protection, so I have that
No, the
now.
Osram is the spark protection.
Okay, so on the
And
Osram,
Banuk
then-
is the ice one.
Then I bought the Shadow Karja ice protection.
Yeah,
So
bitch.
I like how you guys remember what things are called in that game. I call it like the Chocobo is
Yeah, I beat it
attacking
like a
me,
month ago. What's wrong
and the
with you guys?
behemoth is attacking. Well, it's luckily called.
well, let's see if you
Still,
call it by their proper machine names when it's time to review it.
No,
The proper machine names?
Just
You mean
watch her.
chicken, giant bird, smaller bird,
And so instead of
Velociraptor.
so instead of
Yeah.
instead of
cat creature,
Deathbringer,
other cat creature.
what was its actual name? That machine instead of Deathbringer.
Oh, what's that
called
robot
Deathbringer.
in... What's that robot from... oh, fuck. RoboCop. The one that, like, guns that one guy down.
Oh, I don't remember what that's called, but that thing's awesome.
Yeah, that's what Deathbringer is.
yeah. Also, this plot is very much RoboCop. Once you learn the food, like the other shit,
Yeah.
it's like wow, okay.
Well, I have been playing a bunch of
Spoilers.
Shadow of Mordor. I played a little bit of Final Fantasy XIV. And I jumped back on Fable 2 to collect my rent.
Are you done with it?
Did you get
Wonderful
that
renters.
achievement?
Yeah, I bought a house for $1 million gold, and it got me the achievement.
The castle?
Yeah.
I bought it too, and I didn't get the achievement.
You have to have a value of like $2.5 million. So you need more than just that.
Oh, I need to be holding $2.5 million?
No, you need to have that much worth of real estate.
I have every fucking house in the game.
No, you don't. Or you'd have it.
I have everything.
I don't even have everything, and I have
Dude,
it.
I have everything.
Caleb,
I get so much money.
you're fucking it up somehow.
I don't know what it's...
You got to charge your people more. You got to
Yeah, apparently.
bump rent up. Yeah.
Apparently, I got to charge the houses 100%, not just the stores.
Yeah, Caleb is bad on business, apparently, in that game. Let's see. I think that's about... No, I played a
Have you
little bit of
started that
Killing
game at
Floor. 2. What?
No, keep going.
Oh, yeah. A little bit of Killing Floor 2, I think.
You think?
Actually, no, that was the week before. I just played 14, and
All I
Fable 2?
see in my
Shadow
head
of
is
Mordor.
Metallica concert, 14, Horizon Zero Dawn, and then I'm back.
yeah. It's like, that was a fast week.
Did I have anything happen?
But yeah, that's about it for me. I haven't been. I've played a lot of Shadow of Mordor. I'm like 10 hours, 9 hours maybe, but that's about it. I haven't been variety gaming. Just knocking my games out.
You enjoying that Nemesis system where even though the dudes you killed like totally come back anyway?
Yeah, it's cool.
I played Final Fantasy XIV exclusively for like the first half of the week, and then for the second half of the week, I have been plowing Horizon Zero Dawn. And by plowing, I mean that the earth is filled with rocks, like boulders, huge boulders, and I have to plow the field regardless of the fucking huge boulder. In other words, Horizon Zero Dawn, because Schweiss told me that it was a hard game, I put it on the easiest difficulty there was, which is called easy, which is not easy. It's still fucking hard. I don't even want to know what normal is or what hard is. My God, do I not want to know what the hard difficulty is for Horizon Zero Dawn? Because listen, so I started out in the game and I thought it was fine. Like, I died really quickly as soon as I left the fucking town, which probably should have been like heads up, you put this game on easy, but 3 hours in, you're getting raped.
Yeah.
That should have been the clue, but I learned how to kill the Watchers in one hit, and like the things that they're around, I learned how to kill pretty easily. But then I started doing the missions, and I was leveling up, but I wasn't seeing any improvement in my.
You only gain health, and then
and I only ever had like 100 metal shards, which is like the money / what you use to craft things in this game.
Scavenging everything and selling everything.
Yes, Cameron, I do. Anyway, so I was going through, and I just had I was upgrading the long range weapon, but I kept my bitch bow the same bow till like halfway through yesterday. So I was having and it's still fucking hard after I upgraded, but I upgraded and I was like, oh my God, the game is a lot easier. It's still only hard instead of extremely fucking terribly difficult. Okay, that's how I would describe.
It seems like a massive improvement.
What it was. Yeah, now it's just hard. So I only had to retry that boss fight, 20 times last night?
Yeah, something
like that. And Caleb kept on hearing me getting more and more angry at this motherfucker.
Oh, I should have been there.
And, oh my God. This fucking game, guys. Like, I get it. I get why Schweiss likes this game. I get that it's like...
Is it the same reason why I like Captain Bastards?
Like, it is the same reason you like Captain Bastards, okay?
I'm like,
Which is a disgusting...
Yes.
Very hopsy beer, which is... It's just terrible. Anyway, so... It's all about Schweiss just likes the idea that something is difficult and that he can get through it. So like
that's why I want to be
he can drink Captain Bastards and no one else can because it's disgusting. But because Schweiss can get over it now, he loves Captain Bastards. Horizon Zero Dawn is a difficult game. It's just like Far Cry, but it's no longer fun. It is instead challenging.
It's like, that's what I said, man. It's like Far Cry Primal with balls. Like, it's got a big old sack. Like a,
you know, sometimes you don't want someone's balls hitting you in the face.
But it's like a big boar. It's like the Nude Clan boar, and he's got like baseball-sized testicles just shooting out from behind his ass because like they can't hang in front anymore, so they have to hang out the back, and they're just like,
God, dude. And they're like, the game lies to you.
Nuts.
So Craig here is saying that the stealth is a lie.
It is.
The stealth is a fucking lie. The stealth works for one guy in a group of 20.
Oh,
okay,
come on.
So there are certain machines that have things that can detect you if you're hiding. You have to shoot those off in order to remain in stealth.
There were missions where I killed 20 plus people and didn't get
You
spotted
have to
once.
kill a machine almost instantly for it not to alert its friends.
You get the critical strike,
you have to kill it. You have a silent strike that does like you can kill people before anyone else knows you're there. Certain machines have radar that detect you. You have to disable those machines from a distance and then get in close for stealth.
Yeah, like the radar guys. Unless
this
you're
does
really
not sound fun to me.
Unless
it
dude,
it's how the game works. The game can detect you if you're hiding, and that's what those little blue flashes are you see every now and then. It's those machines sending out radar flashes.
I will reveal the truth to you next week.
I think it's
actually
fucking
played.
I think
when we actually review the game.
I think that part's awesome, breaking their components and shit.
Yeah,
it is.
This side of the table.
There are some cat creatures that do not have such components. They have things that can make them weaker. They'll attack you less. You can make things fall off, but nothing that does like all like half damage. Like
there's stuff that you
on
got
the chocobo shit or on the crabs where you hit them in the stomach or whatever.
I hate the fucking crabs, but
Yeah,
The
those crabs
Corruptors are
assholes.
my least favorite so far.
Corruptors are easy.
No, we're talking about the shell guys that like hold.
Oh yeah,
shit.
the shell guys that hold tons of fucking shit. Do
I
you
hate
want to go
those
kill them,
things.
but you can't because they're almost invincible?
Yeah, dude. Like, there's one in one of the one of those.
I don't have a problem with the shell guy.
The shell guys aren't that
You
hard,
you
dude.
take the explosive arrow and you hit them in the stomach before they see you.
I didn't have explosives.
Anyway.
for a while,
Well, explosive arrow. You always have the fire arrow, or is it the terror?
No, that's
arrow?
yeah.
It's the tarot. Yeah,
That's the one you use against the T-Rex.
That's
and
the
he
one I
uses
use
yeah,
fucking
you take his
T-Rex, yeah.
balls away when you fucking use that
Yeah,
thing.
dude. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
This game, I get that you like the challenge of it, but personally, it's like all it does, and to be fair, Far Cry has been out for a year and a half, so they had time to be like, wow, we're making the exact same game.
Almost a year. Almost a year. But
Anyway, it's just like everything in Far Cry, but it's not quite as fun, and it's way more challenging. And if you're the type of player who likes the challenging shit, like if you like a game with balls hitting you in the face, then I can understand. I personally prefer like a game that's all about being fun and like I want to return to, instead of being like, fuck, I'm stuck on this guy over and over again. I have to figure out
All
how
right,
to
we'll
kill
get your bouncy house out for you just for some good
Please,
clean
God,
fun.
I just need. I can't believe I selected easy and it's this fucking difficult.
dude, normal. I said the same thing. I was like, God, this is like this rock breaker guy is destroying
Dude,
me.
the
like,
rock
over
breakers
and
are
over
fucking
and over.
wrong. Those are the only dudes I think that are truly difficult in the game.
Yeah.
Those are the tremors.
Yeah.
I run. I've never fought one.
I was
said,
quite-
Dude, I
"Fuck
tried to
this."
run and it fucked me
I
out
was
of
quite
nowhere.
disappointed about the Deathbringer, the giant leg thing.
Yeah, they're
All
not
those
hard.
Guns, it wasn't hard at all.
You just have to
kill it.
get good cover and you're fine.
I died a few
Two
times.
corrupted rock breakers though. That's a true challenge.
Yeah, that's just not right.
Can you not override them?
No,
No.
not when they're
No,
corrupted.
Yeah, when they're corrupted, you can't take them over. At
You
all.
can override them though, and it's awesome. Overriding those guys and overriding the T-Rex, it's a lot of fun. Fucking rock breaker just nuking everybody coming out of the ground. Fucking. Oh yeah.
You probably get a lot of XP that way.
Yeah, just like fucking lure all your enemies into this little valley, and this fucking dude just comes up.
You know
Shreds 'em.
those big robots that use biofuel? They're basically the ones converting organic matter to
Dude.
fuel.
All
Dude.
robots.
Yeah,
Dude.
most of them. But anyways, I was reading some stuff. In the game, you were
That's
going
the
through
thing.
discovering stuff, and you open up a text message where it was back in the day, and they're like, oh, "These robots are starting to do stuff they shouldn't be doing." It says, and someone caught a video of them destroying some dolphins and absorbing the dolphin chum, and that's what it said. Just think of dolphins in a blender, and that's what it was doing to these rare dolphins, the last of their kind, and we're trying to suppress this on social media.
Wow.
Just dolphins in a blender.
God, that's morbid.
I know. That's why I wanted to share that.
That's what I played this week. Has anybody beat the game?
Oh shit!
Yeah.
It was like 1.5 click. It wasn't enough.
Craig has beaten a game.
I beat Dragon Quest and Fable 2.
Wow.
Yep.
Both backlog shit.
No, liar.
Yes.
You didn't have Fable 2, did you?
I
Or
did.
you? Oh.
It was on my Xbox.
He's beaten.
Fuck you, man. Fuck you.
Cameron.
I have not beaten a game.
Okay.
Zilch. I couldn't hold on.
Oh fuck, dude. I
Couldn't be
didn't
strong.
beat a game either. You know what that means, though, Schweiss? You were one ahead of Craig last week. Now you're one behind.
I think Craig knew that would happen, and I think he planned it out.
I did know it was going to happen. That's why I chuckled when
King
you
Hog.
said you only beat 2 games.
Yeah,
I was
you're
on the
like,
precipice of already 2 games, so I was like,
fucking gay.
King
Work.
Hog this week. Caleb Craig with 13 games beaten.
That's right.
Followed by Schweiss with 12.
God, that's-
Cameron at 9. And myself It's 6 games beat.
So
this
Joe
week.
beats a game a month. I beat 2 games a month. That's what that is.
I'll have another game beaten by next week, so that'll be one extra
Now with
game.
this game, Killing Floor, that everyone got for free on PlayStation Network,
Except for Joe.
except for Joe. There's
They don't have
no.
PlayStation.
There's
Plus.
no way to beat it. Like there's no end game.
For that one, I would consider a beat when you get a perk up to max level of 25.
Okay.
That's what I was thinking. Because it takes a while, and then by then you should have like a pretty good idea.
How many
of the
hours have we already put in that game?
game.
He asking
Well,
Caleb to decipher time.
each round is around
Pretty
like
crazy.
20 minutes, and we played a few, so probably almost 10 hours.
There's no point
10
when
hours.
it gives you like
In a
credits.
free game?
There's no point at all where it gives you credits.
No.
No,
No,
you can
it's
like
just,
select the credits, but there's no story mode. at all. It's
select them.
entirely.
It feels
it's
like-
entirely multiplayer.
It feels like a decently polished half of a game, is what it feels like.
Well, have you played all the maps?
Basically, and there's only 2 bosses, and it just
Yeah,
it's
it would be-
a
I would
just
random
say
which
that's-
boss it
that's it.
We
picks.
beat
then.
both of the bosses, played all the maps, played like every mode. So
Then I would say, yeah, I would call that a
No, I feel like what
I would
Caleb
call
said,
that
getting a perk all the way
enough to
leveled up.
review the game.
Well, yeah, it's fucking enough to review the fucking game, but getting a perk all the way leveled up, if we were to say that would be the end point, that'd be great, because that's like 15 or more hours of gameplay to do that. So
Okay,
True, but I mean,
It'd be
Brothers
less
only
than
took us
that.
3, and that counted as a game. So you don't want to make it necessarily about time, but if that's what
Well,
Caleb
Cam's
wants,
already
but
got
Brothers
like a
had
dude.
an endpoint.
that's true.
Cam's already got a class. It only needs like 10 more levels. So if he only plays that, he should be fine.
All right.
All right.
Killing Floor, get the perk up to 25, and it's on the Nude Hog.
what's our question?
All right, we pull that up.
Yeah, why don't you?
Why don't you pull it out too?
Oh, I will. Don't you worry.
Please, always pull
okay.
out.
It's been out this whole time. You just didn't know.
Yeah, I just thought it was a fucking rogue Tic Tac.
Okay, so
that a piece of gum?
Why is that pink?
it says Reba ? So now that we know Caleb Craig's attraction to older ladies, I wanted to know who the rest
It
of you
is
thought.
really odd that he
was-
is so attracted
Yeah.
to Reba McEntire.
That was forever ago.
I guess
okay?
she's a good-looking, like, 60-year-old woman in her show that reran on TV.
I
Guide
watched
while
it
we
when
were-
I was 10.
She's a
I
G-MILF,
enjoyed
right?
her.
A Gamilf?
It's a gilf. You can just call it a
dude,
gilf.
It's just a
No,
gilf.
no, Gamilf is...
Grandmother, I'd like to fuck. Gilf.
Yeah, it's a gilf
right,
for
all
a
right.
dude, too, for the grandfather.
Oh, wow, that's interesting.
Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah.
I learned that
in
from
bear
Archer.
community that you're in.
Yeah.
No.
Hear me roar. That's their slogan.
So I wanted to know who the rest of you thought was the hottest older lady, not who was like hot in their prime. Instead, who is hot right now and considered an old lady.
Well, old lady, what age is the cutoff for old lady?
I
Is
was
it
wondering that same
senior
thing.
citizen,
I don't,
65?
dude. I have no idea.
I would probably say 50.
if people
How
generally
old-
say
how old
they're
is-
an old
someone
lady-
how
over
old is
50.
Reba? How old
Someone
is-
who is
how old is
someone
Reba?
who has gone over
Over
the
50.
horizon of the life.
Yeah, who is someone who is at
Someone
least
over
double
50?
what our age is.
I think the girlfriend in Louis, the Louis C.K. show, not the girlfriend, I guess. It's the lady that comes around sometimes that he wants her to be his girlfriend. It's the girl who does the voice of fucking Bobby from
King of the Hill?
King of the Hill. I think she's pretty attractive. I think she's in her.
Does she still have to be alive at this time?
I
I
like
would-
corpses.
So I guess he did
Crack
say as
open
they are
the-
right now.
Crack open a cold one? Huh?
with the boys.
Yeah, with the boys. Let's see. If we're talking old lady,
Does Madonna count?
dude, you don't want
Do you
that.
think that Madonna is attractive?
She was at one point.
Dude, I don't.
No,
think
no,
that's
we're not
ever-
talking in prime. We're talking right now.
I don't
as
even
an old
I
lady.
am looking right now, and I'm going to make my decision.
I don't even think Madonna was attractive then.
Yeah, I don't think so
either. Yeah.
It's okay. Cameron likes the weird looking ones. It's all right.
Jake says Betty
Because,
White, by the way.
of course,
No, not physically. Like
Betty White, you'd probably
because
dick would fall off.
Jennifer Lawrence is a weird looking one. That's right.
she does have a weird nose. She's a good
Who's
actress, though.
nitpicking now?
I don't give a shit. She's a good actress.
She's a 6.
Madonna was widely
That
regarded
hurts
as a
game
very
game.
beautiful woman. So
Yeah, and models, have a diet of like 500 calories each nowadays.
yeah, that's not sustainable.
Yeah.
Regis and Kelly.
Whoa, that is not a good looking picture.
How
Kelly.
old was Kelly?
I don't know.
Was she in her like 40s or 50s?
I think 40s when
Yeah,
they did
probably
that show.
40s.
I'll go. I'll go. Wait, is Ellen DeGeneres that old? 'Cause she's not bad looking. She's a lesbian, but
She wants nothing to do with you.
no, Caleb.
That's not the question.
They
I
all-
know, but still.
They all want the D. They just don't know it.
Michelle
Okay.
Pfeiffer.
Pamela Alden, born 1966. There you go. I like her. Anyway.
Yeah, good old Betty White.
Yeah, Betty White.
Michelle Pfeiffer's still pretty okay.
Oh, you know what? I'd say Jennifer Aniston isn't that old, is she? She's in her
She's no
40s.
Jennifer Aniston is getting.
I think
close.
she's attractive still.
Yeah, she definitely is. She doesn't age.
Yeah. I mean, she's
I
still
never found her attractive.
she's still only like a 7 to me, but it's been a
she's
7
holding her.
forever.
Adam Carolla, I think, has gone off on Jennifer Aniston saying, like, everybody just says she's hot because there's nothing wrong with her. He's like, she's just like average.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, it's good looking. Like,
She's good looking, but
when
you're
you
not
compare it
like,
to how
oh
old
my
is she?
god.
Yeah.
But when
Not
you compare
whipping
it to
the
how
dick
old
out.
she
Yeah,
is,
it doesn't
yeah.
matter though. All these people are rich, famous, and they don't give a shit what we say. So
They're quite hurt, Joe.
Betty White's very offended that you went at her. She's going to be tearing up if she downloads the episode. That show's
Cameron's mom, like 5 years ago, was pretty hot.
But 5 years ago, she didn't make the cut.
5 years ago?
Yeah, 5 years ago, she didn't make the cut. She wasn't over your age.
Wait, how old is she right now?
She's like 53.
She's 53 right now.
3 years ago.
God,
3. Yeah, she was probably at her peak at 48.
peak.
Yeah, Joe was attracted to her in high school.
I know, but I don't know.
Well,
I bet
peak
you-
as far as my experience.
I bet
is
you
concerned.
Cameron's mom at around like 25, probably pretty nice.
It's probably a lot better than now.
Well,
obviously,
yeah.
like,
I mean, shit starts.
I mean,
breaking
she-
Sofia
down.
Vergara.
She did
She
go through
looks better
cancer,
now than
so-
she did when she was in her 20s. Yeah. She's not 50.
It ain't
but
the cancer.
she's, middle aged. Anyway. So that's cool. That was nice. That was a
Wait,
nice
did she
little
ever get
question.
the implant thing? Did she ever do that?
She did do that.
Cameron
okay.
has said that they are, in fact,
I
awesome.
don't think I've seen her. I don't think I've seen her since then.
No, I have not seen it. I have not.
Well, it's
I
not really hers.
apologize
So,
for
I mean,
Joe.
She never asked you to feel them, Cameron.
No, and she has not.
I mean, it wouldn't be weird though. It's not.
He's
It's
like
actually
shaking
no.
in rage.
It would be very weird because the flesh on the outside is still hers.
I mean, this is, I guess, your reaction after you had a double mastectomy. So, you know.
I'm sure her boobs are awesome now. That's all I'm saying.
Well,
I'm sure they're great.
You paid for them though, so they better. Be
no,
awesome.
insurance paid for them because she had fucking cancer. So, get what you can while you can.
Yeah.
Well, you can't. Speaking of cans, no, just
yeah, Caleb Craig on the show today.
come on.
Oh, I do have some killer cans.
Okay, all right.
We should get him a push-up bra. Let's see what happens.
Make it even
Just have
better.
his tits in his face. Yeah, just one of those.
No. Let's see if we can get a push-up bra on his size, and then see what happens.
Caleb, you got
I
some.
think they
nice-
would just look awesome. Is all
They would be
that
all up in
happen.
his face.
There would just
like
be
the-
kind of weird bulges on his body after that. Just
Joe would constantly want to touch him.
If someone sends a large push-up bra to the show, we'll make Caleb wear it.
Yeah, we're gonna need it to be like a
No,
60 wide.
This is a thing.
I just
that
be like,
only
sorry, I'm going to close my eyes for.
Like that one time in the pool in Las Vegas.
Yeah, well,
That's
like
why you
under the
wanna
water,
live.
they're
What
all
happens in
buoyant
Vegas,
and
Caleb?
soft and beautiful.
What
Joe
happens
just
in
did
Vegas?
ask if Caleb was free to go live with him, so
It's true.
living in sin.
Yeah.
Well, he did also ask me to marry him like 3 times. I did.
What'd you say though?
Obviously, no.
Well, it's not obvious. It could just be a long engagement.
It's a long engagement.
It's a non-obvious.
Really?
It's a time delimiter. Hey, if you don't get married by this point, let's get married.
Let's just go be gay.
It's like it's the gay man version of the mission. Like if you don't go on a mission, or if you don't get married, you go on a mission. But if you do get married, you don't have to worry about it. Of course, that doesn't work now because the girls can go when they're like 19. So, I mean, unless they get married really, really fucking fast,
which they usually do.
So
then they get a divorce. But
I wonder what tier it is. It's like if you're a 9 or a 10, you won't make it. But if you're like a 7, there's like a 60%.
When they lowered the age to 19, the 9s and 10s have been leaving.
Oh God, that's awful.
How is that awful?
That's terrible tragedy.
I guess it isn't awful. Why visuals? I mean, I could see.
I could just appreciate the aesthetics.
Yeah, I have.
I kind of hate people that are better looking than me, that are younger than me. I kind of hate them. I'm like, get the fuck off the road. I hate you. I hate looking at you. I hate everything about you.
Yeah,
happy ass out of here.
Some jealousy coming through real strong.
I'm not. No.
It's not like Joe's ever had a problem with self-esteem.
I just have a problem with the fucking college mentality that some of these students have around here. I hate college students. I don't dislike beautiful people. I dislike college students
who happen to be beautiful.
in this
who
town.
also happen to be beautiful.
Yeah, that's why he can live. He can live with doing a show with me once a week. I'm a college graduate now. It means I'm unemployed. Thank you. Don't get a worthless degree. Look, if you're going to get a degree in either computer science or in the medical field.
Joe just barely graduated with worthless
or
degree.
if you want to be a teacher, I guess you need a degree.
Joe just barely graduated. Now he's the font of wisdom here.
Bad.
Get a non-worthless degree.
and his wisdom is don't do what
dude,
I did.
Well, here's the thing.
Don't get a degree like this.
I knew for 3 years, like I knew 1 year in, I was like, there's no reason for me to get a degree. There's none whatsoever because it's not going to make my job search any easier. And then it was like, okay, I'm going to put off getting experience for a very long time.
But if you look
and
at
now
this
I'm
way,
here. Now I'm here with no
but if you look at
experience
this
and a
way,
degree.
you have a semi decent film in your portfolio. That
I do.
So that's
and
one
that's
thing.
all people will ever judge me on.
Yeah.
Never on the degree itself.
Yeah.
Thank you for the semi-decent comment. I appreciate that.
You only semi-wasted a ton of your parents' money. That's what Cameron just said.
They wanted the degree. I got it
Isn't
for them.
it? Is it? No.
Me.
So here's a good little way to examine our situation here. The person who had parents pay for at least a good portion of their college is the one who graduated. The ones who have to do it out of their own pocket are still struggling.
And then the Craigert is just, well.
He took 2 semesters at some college.
Yeah, I did a year.
There you go.
Did your time? Is that what you're saying?
Maybe.
Yeah, his degree would have been more worthless than mine.
It's true.
You never know.
An art degree?
Dude, experience.
We know.
Experience trumps like having a degree in what I wanted to go in.
You should go into
art and history.
You should go
good.
into architecture or something like that.
History is probably more useless because it's just remembering
need other
old
stuff for that.
stories.
Yeah, it's no skill.
It's
at
like,
all
I have that book.
whatsoever.
I don't actually need you. Yeah. God, that would be awful. Like, you're like, fuck, I love history, but everyone knows it already. Like, and if they don't, they can look it up.
Not true.
No, that is not true.
All right, maybe
You
not
could write
everyone
a book,
knows it.
A research book about some corner of history.
Yeah, you
later.
could. Some little niche.
teaching
But
world history
when
in high
Dan
school.
Carlin would
That
post all the
pisses me
time,
off.
he would talk about his history degree. He's like, your history degree is like good for either teaching history or making a talk show about history.
And it's really good for that latter
Yeah.
one, by the way. Yeah.
Yeah, film degree got me some networking with other students who also can't find a job. So.
Yeah, it's like Kumbaya down at the fucking
you
unemployment line.
you network well enough, and one of those people is going to know someone who's going to get them the job. Then they know you.
That's true.
There you go.
That's true.
At least if one of you make it.
We'll see what film festivals this thing gets into because that helps expand the scope of like who you can talk to help you on your next movie. But anyway, okay, so I got a list of E3 stuff here. We want to get into it?
Yeah.
Okay, let's just go straight into it. All right, you're going to stop me. I'm going to make a list of these games, and you're going to tell me. Let's see. Okay, you're going to tell me if you know anything about it. 13 Sentinels, Aegis Rim.
Nope.
2064, Read Only Memories.
Nope.
These are all games that were talked about at E3. Okay, and I know you watched a shitload of it, right?
I did not happen to watch any of it, actually.
What?
Okay.
Yeah, it went on right when I was working every fucking time, so I didn't watch E3
A
this
dual
year,
hand
which is unfortunate.
disaster tracker.
I'm sorry, what?
That's what it's called. Absolver?
Nope.
Okay, all right. Agents of Mayhem.
Oh, I know what that one is. That's a Deep Silver game. It's basically like if you played Saints Row, it's like an alternate universe of Saints Row, and they made it like an open world RPG where you can like control multiple characters, and each character has their own abilities that they can do.
Have you played
And-
Saints Row?
Yeah, I've played Saints Row.
What do you think?
I enjoy Saints Row. It's like the funny version of Grand Theft Auto. It's like the knockoff, but it's
Will
like-
you be getting Agents of Mayhem?
I'll think about it. I might.
All right. Oh, so this is not every game. This is every game that was only at E3. So there were some other games that were announced at other places that I'm skipping over. A Plague Tale: Innocence.
Nope.
That sounds like a plague tale. A plaque tale. I was like, that's fucking a dentist game.
No, it's a game where they like make specialty plaques to put on the wall.
Yeah.
Okay.
Slave quarters.
A Way Out.
Nope.
Okay, that one's on PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Anthem.
Oh yeah, that's BioWare's
Yeah, I
new
heard that
IP.
Okay,
It's
tell-
basically
Looks a
Tell me
lot
about
like
this one.
Destiny.
yeah, it's basically their take on Destiny. BioWare does like Mass Effect and Dragon Age, so
Yeah.
they're gonna have like a massive.
Like an
It's probably gonna
open
be
world RPG.
It's
Open
probably
world.
going to be very
It's
open
more
world,
of
more
a-
like a lot of choices to be made.
Super open world, and it's really heavily designed about you and your friends playing together.
Yeah,
Okay. So you know about this one, Cameron?
I just saw the cinematic trailer for it.
How
So
was it good?
the cinematic, I was interested in playing it. So
Age of Empires Definitive Edition is coming.
Nice. I heard about that. Age of Empires 1 is a great game, so I'm excited for that.
we'll have to play that instead of some Age of Empires 2 for a while.
Yeah.
Can't wait to have simpler mechanics.
Yeah. Can't wait to kill Caleb once again. Take all his gold.
Fuck you, you piece of shit.
I love how he
Arms
just starts
on the
mining Caleb's
Switch.
gold, and Caleb doesn't do anything.
There's a
What?
game called Arms coming on the Switch.
Oh yeah, that's like
Yeah, I saw that
a
one.
new fighting game for Switch.
It looks all right. I don't know.
They announced it last E3. Like a lot of stuff that Nintendo and Microsoft announced, they announced last year.
Yeah, this E3 was kind of lame compared to last year's. Last year's was
Yeah.
like epic, and Sony started out with God of War, so it was like seed and pant like immediately.
Okay. Assassin's Creed Origins.
Okay. This one, okay, no, I was talking to Dwayne, and Dwayne was like, yeah, I think it looks great. And it's like, it's a cool take on the Assassin's Creed, and he's like, it looks like it's Assassin's Creed, but more RPG-like, and I'm like, no, Dwayne, it's Assassin's Creed mixed with Far Cry, and soon they will be the same game. It'll be
The word that
Assassin's
I heard
Cry.
was thrown around for
Assassin's
the new one is Witchery.
Yeah,
It's very
I
witchery.
haven't played The Witcher at all, so I have no
So-
idea.
Cease your witchery.
Yeah,
But yeah, dude, it looks, I think...
burn him at the stake.
I think Ubisoft's endgame is just Assassin's Cry. That'll be the series. It'll be like
They're
a
just
fucking...
gonna eventually fuse them together.
Yeah, it'll be all one thing.
What
and they'll
series
be like-
generally does really well that could help rejuvenate the series that did do very well?
Yeah, oh, dude. And the funny thing is they released a...
Call of Duty.
They're coming out with a pirate game, like a ship game, and they like had a year and a half ago, they did like this poll, and they were like, okay, would you be interested in a non-Assassin's Creed Pirates game? And like then they come out with a non-Assassin's Creed pirate game. I'm like, this looks exactly like Black Flag.
See,
Yeah,
Black
that's
Flag
funny.
was fun, but this got so fucking boring. After like a few hours of gameplay, you're just like, I'm doing the same
Dude,
fucking thing every time.
90% of Black Flag is follow missions, and those are the worst missions in all of Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, Caleb can't follow.
I liked
shit.
building up my ship, and I liked building up the villa. But
Yeah,
other
but
than
that's
that,
all like extra stuff. As far as like main story, it's all the worst missions ever.
Yeah.
It's
I mean, what can
not
you
a-
do when you're on a fucking boat?
I don't know, man.
Shoot other boats.
It looked.
That's
It looked
what you
like.
did.
It looked kind of like a fun arcadey version of Empire Total War, which I love playing. Those ship battles are a lot of fun.
No, speaking of that Origins last thing, they're like super epic edition costs like
Oh,
$800.
$800 Assassin's Creed
You
special
can buy
edition.
2 PlayStation 4s.
And there
Gold
are only 1,000 of them being made.
Oh, is that
their value will
they
stay.
are limited. Okay.
Their value will probably stay, if not increase.
Yeah, as soon as I saw that, I was like, that shit better be limited. Otherwise, that's just fuckery.
I was looking at it and I was just like, Jesus Christ, who could afford $800 fucking dollars? That's a mortgage payment for me. I'm like, God.
It's got like stupid shit in it, though.
The answer-
It's got a cool statue.
The
and then,
statue
like, a
is
necklace.
way cool, dude. The statue looks way better than anything I've gotten.
Well, they have like a lesser edition of that same statue. It's just
They're going to make like
smaller.
$1 million off of just one product.
Yeah, dude.
It's fucking wrong.
I bet you they'll sell out, too.
God.
I bet you they will.
Oh, they will. Okay, we got Ashen. Nope. Okay. That one's an Xbox One
Also,
exclusive.
the sick part about the Assassin's
think I
Creed
heard about
thing
that
is they have an $800 special edition after the game that everyone hated that was unplayable on day one. They're like, oh, everyone loves Assassin's Creed, right? $800? Yeah. It's like, well, no, I couldn't fucking play the last one I spent $200 on.
This time we're taking 7 months
Yeah.
to make the game.
Yeah, instead of 3 and then marketing it for 4. Yeah.
Ashura on PC.
I didn't watch the PC one, unfortunately.
Avon Colony. That one's a cross-platform. Aztez.
Aztez.
Yeah, AZTEZ. Aztez. Watch, it'll be like the biggest game of next year. And we just fucking
Like, what is this shit?
what the fuck is that? Let's move on.
Aztez.
Battlefield 1 expansion in the name of the Tsar.
That is what I'm most excited for. I cannot
That's
wait
what
until
you're
the
most
Mosin.
excited
I
for?
fucking want the Mosin so fucking bad.
Yeah.
They haven't actually announced this is going to be a part of it, but it's going to be fucking a part of it. You can't have a
What if it's
Russian
not?
campaign and Russian weapons without having the Russian sniper be the fucking Mosin. Has to be.
What if it's not, though?
It's going to be.
What if it's not?
It is fucking going to be.
What if
Are you
it's
gonna
the
be able to ride
Dragunov?
bears?
It's not going to be the Dragunov. Caleb, the Mosin Nagant has been the main Russian battle rifle for fucking ever.
I'm just saying, what if it's not?
It's
What,
not.
like, literally, what happens to you if that is not the gun?
I probably won't play it very much, the game. Dude, I fell in love with that gun. That is going to... I cannot wait. Oh, also, the extra cavalry weapon is a spear. You can just fucking skewer people and have them slide off the end of your spear.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sounds hot.
Xbox exclusive called Battle Right.
I don't remember that. Oh, I didn't watch Xboxes. That's probably why. I was like,
Battle Sloths 2025, The Great Pizza Wars.
that is...
That sounds
Mac and
intense.
PC. only.
Okay. Well,
BattleTech on PC.
I wanted to be all sorts of actual, like, battle sloths. And
I want it to be very slow combat. Yeah, you're like, oh, it's coming! I can't dodge it, Don!
I bet that game. That sounds like a fun game. Just by the title.
Slow-mo. But it's Pizza War, so it's not going to be as epic if you just think of a fucking sloth and armor and an axe.
Tell me what kind of game Blade Strangers is.
I have no idea.
Blade Strangers. It's
some
only
sort
on
of
the
like
Switch.
fuck club where you like a bunch of gay people meet up. Blade Stranger.
Black
Slide
Desert
into the sheath.
Online. Blasters of the Universe.
Nice.
Not Masters, Blasters. Thank you. Bravo Team. That's a PS4 exclusive.
Okay.
Brawl Out. Call of Cthulhu. No. No
I
one
think
gives a
that's
shit
I
about
think
Call
that
of Cthulhu.
I think that was like a horror game.
Call of Duty
Yeah.
World War II.
Yeah, that looked pretty good. Looks like a nice callback. Although I laughed.
Call
when
of
they-
Duty, the other series of entire Call of Duty games that all
No,
took
it's
place
so
in World War
Sledgehammer
II.
Games is getting into the Call of Duty with this this take on it.
Wait, they're adding a fourth fucking studio to the Call of Duty?
I think Sledgehammer had a hand in a previous Call of Duty,
Must take
but yeah.
longer to make now.
No, but so this is their callback to trying to put less flying
They
around.
could just
type
call it
gameplay.
Call of Duty 5
And
or Call
yes,
of Duty 6.
Yes, the cutscene or the cinematic that I saw for Call of Duty, this new one, would have been great like 2 years ago. The cutscene I saw for
feel like
it
they should
pales
just
in
perfect
comparison to
flying
what
around
Battlefield
combat.
1 looks like right now. A brand new game pales in comparison to a game that's been out.
I thought it looked pretty good, but it
It
did
looks
look
okay,
like
but it does not look as polished as fucking Battlefield 1 does.
I wish
Yeah,
it was
Battle-
like that one game we played, the Game Dev Tycoon, where if
Yeah.
you put a sequel out too soon, like it fucking flops. Like
Yeah, everybody
like a
hates
dick.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody hates it. Circle of Saviors for PC. Code Vein.
Oh, Code Vein is like a vampire RPG that looks kind of interesting. It's weird.
Okay. That one's for Xbox One and PS4. Comma Remembered. Someone remembered to put the comma in.
Is this
it like a
Oxford
grammar
comma?
game?
No,
I have no idea.
Grammar Nazi.
Is
It's
it
like,
the Oxford comma?
Grammar
whether you
Nazi
have it or not?
should be a game.
It's like
It
it's
would be
Nazi
awesome.
Germany, but all they care about is grammar.
Community Incorporated. That one's PC. That sounds like a strategy game of some kind. Conan Exiles. Conqueror's Blade. Crackdown 3.
Oh yeah, I saw a little bit about that.
What'd you see?
It looks like
Crackdown.
yeah, it looks like Crackdown, a game that I've never even touched. It kind of reminds me of almost like Infamous kind of a game. Like it's just you just destroy stuff and it's pretty wide open. I might be completely wrong about that. I've never played them, but it looked all right.
Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy.
Yeah, we already knew about that.
Okay. Cold Depth Revolt on 3DS. Cuphead.
Oh, I know about Cuphead. It's
Okay.
like it's basically like a Mega Man game, but you play as it's the 50s style Disney kind of thing where Steamboat Willie.
Yeah.
Oh,
where they're
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
bouncing up and down the whole time. It's got like grainy film, and it looks
That
like
game looks cool.
Looks like a cup, and it plays like Mega Man. It looks pretty interesting.
Oh, okay.
It's an indie title. It looks cool.
Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony. Didn't play V2 or V1, so I don't know. Dark and Light. The Darwin Project. Data East Classics. There's a big question mark next to that. I don't even know what that's going on.
We don't know.
Death Stranding. They were back.
Yeah.
Do they have a new trailer, or they were just back?
I didn't see anything new.
I don't think they announced anything really new for it.
Oh, this one's a big one. Destiny 2.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
Yeah, it looks all right. Caleb thinks him and I will end up playing it, but I think it's wrong.
Well, if I don't play with you, I'll play with Game.
That's true.
Something's gonna
Cameron squints
either
his
way.
eyes. No.
Either way, I'm gonna play.
I only
it.
have so much money.
Well, it's still like
What is
that
money
is true.
compared to hog?
What is money? That's what he asked.
What is money compared to
Money is
Destiny?
being able to live and buy food.
Detroit Become Human.
Yeah, that's that game.
That's not a
by-
game. That's just
That's
a
just how it
statement.
is in
It's
Detroit.
by
Yeah.
it's by the same dudes who made Heavy Rain, so that's a very story-driven choices kind of
Gotcha,
game.
gotcha.
Yeah,
Dishonored 2 and Dishonored 2 Death of the Outsider. Dissidia, or is anybody interested in that?
Dishonored. Well, we've
I played the first one. I never played 2.
I never played 2 either. It came out a little while ago.
Dissidia Final Fantasy NT, which it's just the arcade version. They made a port for PS4, and we'll get it sometime, and we'll have to play for UFF.
Yeah, time to
We
get
have
another.
to play that outside of the other two.
Yeah.
It's its own standalone game, and it wasn't a mobile game.
Story takes place after.
Does it
Story
really?
takes place after, yeah.
But there's no story in that game, apparently.
We got Doom VFR, Dragon Ball Z Fighters,
Yeah, I want that game. It looks awesome.
because it has a Z at the end, and it's cool.
No, just because like it's
Back to the 90s, everything must end with a Z.
No, it's just like the last few games that they've done. It's been like a 3D combat kind of thing where you can fly around and stuff. And then this one, it's just like an old school 2D fighter where it's like on a plane. Like the old school Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter and stuff.
Dunk Lords. Sounds like a basketball game or something.
That does sound like a basketball.
Or like a dunk booth. You like just have your friends and they got like the little PlayStation Eye and then you have to dunk them. Yeah. Sounds like about 10 seconds of fun. And then you uninstall.
Etrian Odyssey 5 Beyond the Myth. It's a DS game. Everybody's Golf.
That sounds like a game for
Schweiss is up
Caleb.
for that, yeah. Extinction.
I didn't really hear anything about that, but I seen some images for it, and it looks pretty interesting.
Is that the dinosaur MMO thing?
I don't think so. The images that I saw for it was like a dude with a sword fighting like a giant ogre thing with a.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
It looks interesting, but I haven't really seen anything. for
Fable
it.
Fortune?
I have no idea about that one.
No one knows about anything about that.
No,
Wow.
nobody watched.
We're about to
nobody
review a
watched
Fable game
Microsoft
in like
'cause,
3 weeks.
they're garbage.
Fallout 4 VR. No one cares about that.
Yeah.
Far Cry 5.
Oh, yeah, dude. Far Cry 5 looks awesome.
Yeah, it looks sweet.
It happens. It always happens this way with Far Cry and me. Like I have this love-hate relationship where like I love it because it's a lot of fun, but I hate it because it's the same game every single fucking time, right?
Well, they made.
What if they put robots in it?
Then it's fantastic, right?
They made 4 to be like 3, but this one
they made
trying
4 to
change
be
up.
like 3, and they made Primal
See,
to
that's
be like 3.
the fine
true.
line that some of these game studios get walk on. They got famous for a certain reason. They make a game like it, but trying to make it better. But then after a while, that gets stale, and then they're like, "Well, how do we fucking change it up?"
America.
Call of Duty had to go through that.
Fuck yeah.
They bring it to America, but I watched the trailer and I was like, this looks pretty fucking sweet. Like, what game is this? And then it's like Far Cry 5, and I'm like, fuck. Again, they pull me in with the, this is going to be way fun, but
It's going to be way fun.
I know.
I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. I'm going to have fun.
I'm gonna have to try those other Far Cry games.
I need to play 4.
Then we're
I
going
haven't.
to co-op. Yeah,
There
play
is a
4.
co-op, yeah.
Yeah, well,
We're
there's
gonna
always fucking-
co-op?
We're going to co-op. Yes.
Yes.
But if you have not played 4,
There's another
play
one,
it.
guys.
It's
Write
good.
it down.
Yeah. Yeah. Far Cry is always fun, so.
Okay. Fate / Extella, the Umbral Star.
Nope.
What the fuck that is? There's a couple FIFA games coming. Final Fantasy
couple
15.
FIFA?
Final Fantasy 15 Monsters of the Deep. Great. We have to decide if this is in fact a DLC, then we don't play it for UFF.
Pretty sure it's a DLC.
If it is a DLC and you need the original game to play it, then we're definitely not playing it. It's fine if you want to spend that much money on VR, which I don't personally, and I wouldn't want the show to either. Fire Emblem Warriors. That's one for the DS.
Yep.
Fortnite, Forza Motorsport 7, Genesis Alpha 1, God of War for the PS4.
Yeah. Still looks awesome.
Is that a remaster or something?
No, it's just the new God of War.
It's a continuation.
I thought it had a title to it.
No, it's just called God
It's
of
just
War.
God of War, yeah.
So there's 2 series in the same
Yeah.
game that's called God of War.
But it's not a reboot. It's I mean, it is in a way, but it's
Yeah.
the same. It's a continuation of the series.
They
You
could
and
have
I-
called it God
Schweiss.
Dash War, like they did with like Fast
You and I
and
should play
Furious instead of Fast and the Furious.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah.
I will play it no matter what.
yeah, I will too. That's why I was like, we should just play it.
Gran Turismo Sport, Griftlands, Harvest Moon, Light of Hope, Harvest Moon, Little Farmers.
Oh man,
Sounds like the game for Caleb. Hello Neighbor.
Oh.
Sounds interesting. Hey Pikmin. Hidden Agenda. Horizon Zero Dawn, the Frozen Wilds DLC,
That looks cool.
which a lot of people were talking about on Twitter. I saw.
Yeah,
Are you going to get that? Schweiss?
Yeah, I'll probably buy it.
Okay.
I hope they don't replace a sequel with just some DLC.
They probably will. I
That
had
seems-
a feeling.
Or
That seems
they'll
like a-
make money on both.
I was
like
looking at it and I was like, dude,
Well,
is
it adds story. That's why I was like,
This is going to be Caleb's favorite next games, Just Dance 2018.
oh my god.
dude, Ubisoft's show for that. It's always embarrassing when they come out with the Just Dance one. I'm like, fuck, I don't want to be watching this.
Hydro The Awakening. That's a PC game. Killing Floor 2.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
Killing
it's
Floor
already
2.
out.
Just what? Wait,
We're
what about
playing.
Killing Floor 2?
I don't know. They had a exhibit for it, I guess.
They're gonna
Kingdom
add
Hearts
DLC,
3.
maybe.
Yeah.
Did
They
Kingdom
have to.
Hearts
It's
3
half
get a new
fucking
trailer?
game.
Must have.
They showed some stuff. It wasn't crazy though.
Wasn't crazy.
Square Enix wasn't that great.
No release date for that yet, I'm guessing. Otherwise,
no.
my fucking feed would be lighting up on Twitter.
Yeah, no.
Kirby Switch, Knack 2, Lawbreakers, Lego Dimensions.
Oh, that Lawbreakers looks pretty sweet. It's like a.
It's like a violent version of Overwatch.
Yeah, it's a first-person shooter, but there's like they have it's centered around gravity-defying combat. So like everybody could basically be flying around.
So what
with,
was
like,
funny-
grappling hooks. People can like
As I was reading,
like Quidditch?
basically.
No. I was reading a little bit about developers talking about Lawbreakers and how they wanted their cinematic to basically fuck gravity. And so to open it up, they have a guy eating an apple, right? and he throws the apple over his shoulder, and it's falling down like this large gap because they're on the building that's way high up. But then as the apple's falling, it stops, and it gets thrown back up. And so I'm like, so they said fuck gravity, so they took an apple and made it so it couldn't fall, because remember the story about finding out about gravity, how he's hitting the head with an apple,
Right.
And so that's, well, oh yeah, the apple's falling, but it's not falling because fuck gravity.
Oh,
Yeah.
look
see.
at that. There's some
Fuck the apple.
Lego Dimensions, Lego Marvel Superheroes 2, Life is Strange Before the Storm.
I watched like 20 minutes on that. It made me kind of want to play the first one, but it just seems like
It's
lesbian
free.
teen
You might as
angst.
well
So-
play it.
I know, and it has a platinum too.
It's free for PlayStation Plus.
Yeah.
Okay. Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga Plus Bowser's Minions, which is a fucking mouthful of a title.
It looks fun. I don't know.
Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
Yeah, that game looks sweet.
Looks all right.
Fuck
They
you.
can never be Marvel versus DC. It must be Marvel versus Capcom, huh?
It's just like they've had that series for a while, so
How about Marvel versus DC?
that would be
versus Mortal
fucking
Kombat
awesome.
versus Capcom.
That would be fucking awesome. I want that. I want that.
I
to
want
happen.
it too, honestly. Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle. They're
That
bringing
looks
back the Rabbids.
fucking
Huh?
stupid.
Masquerada Songs and Shadows. It's a PC game. Matterfall. It's PS4 exclusive.
Yeah, it's like a side scroller.
Okay, Metal Gear Survive.
Nope.
I don't remember seeing anything about that.
Is that the multiplayer one?
Who knows? It just says PC, PS4, Xbox One.
I know that they were bringing out like a multiplayer for Metal Gear.
So, how many? How much? I did not watch E3. Craig did not watch E3. You guys watched E3?
Yeah, I watched some of it. Yeah,
Watched some of it.
I watched
No, I
Nintendo's.
didn't watch very much of it.
I watched Nintendo showcase, Ubisoft showcase, and Sony showcase.
Nice. Okay, so you're the expert here. Metro Exodus.
That looked pretty cool. Another Metro game. I mean, they already have two of them, so
Nice. FPS.
What were the other ones? Metro.
Metro 2033 and then
Okay,
Metro
so
Last Light.
Metro, I am super excited for, because I really loved that Metro game when I played it, and
Which
having
one?
spent
2033 or Last Light?
he only
2033.
played. Yeah, he only played the first one.
2033 is sweet.
Yeah,
I think I
that's
like
good.
that one better than Last Light, but only by a little bit.
Oh, I didn't know about this. Metroid Prime 4.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
that one got announced
Wow.
for Switch. Fucking finally.
All they
But
did
It's
they
been a
was
like,
long
they-
time, hasn't
there
it?
was
Like
just
they
like-
had that Metro Prime Heroes or whatever the fuck it was on the Wii. It was definitely not called that, but
Something, yeah. it's-
all they did was played the little music for it. The boop, boop,
Yeah, they basically just was like, yeah, there's Metroid.
but they're gonna have Samus Return on the 3DS instead with Metroid.
Yeah,
Samus
that's gonna
Returns.
be. That's probably gonna be the prequel to
What?
it.
Middle
Yeah.
Earth Shadow of War.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
a sequel to Shadow of Mordor.
Is that what it is?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm down.
You're already down. You're only 10 hours into.
Yeah,
Okay.
only 10 hours to
So,
go.
a little sneak peek into our Shadow of Mordor review. Minion Masters Forced to Duel.
Dude, I'll play bad Lord of the Rings games. I will. I just think the
Aragorn's
universe is
Quest,
really cool.
dude.
Okay, I didn't play that.
Aragorn's
one, but-
Quest for
I
the
swear to
Wii.
God, it was like the last game on the PS2, and it was like late.
Yeah.
Like it was in the middle of the PS3 era, and I just saw this PS2 game on the shelf, and I was like, what the fuck? And it's a brand new game. They must have gone through some shit with that thing. I should look that up. Monster Hunter World.
Oh, Cameron.
Cam and I are excited for that.
Cameron sensed it's coming. He was like, "It would be cool if they had a Monster Hunter game."
Oh,
And
yeah.
they haven't had one for a little while, have they?
Yep. No, it hasn't been,
No,
it's been
there
a
hasn't
while.
been one on a PlayStation console for like 11 years.
And then I kicked in, and I was like, "I think this is Monster Hunter." I've never really played much of them, but and yeah, it totally was. I was like,
Okay.
"Oh, cool, Cameron, excited."
Yeah.
Why are you excited for? Did you play the other ones?
I played the Monster Hunter on the PSP with Caleb, and we had so much fun.
Yeah, it was pretty
With
sweet.
that game.
Even though the PSP version was really shitty for co-op. Because like I'd be killing something that was like a mile away from him, and then he'd like get the last hit on it, but it was like over by him. So like the monsters were in like displaced areas, but they'd be like the same amount.
Yeah.
So like he'd kill a dude that I was fighting like a mile away from him, and I was like, "What the shit?"
All right, we got one called Moss. Minecraft.
Again for the Switch, I imagine.
PS4, Switch, Xbox One, PC. Mystic Melee. There's some NBA games, Need for Speed games. Let's see, Ni no Kuni 2.
Oh, yeah. I need to play that first one.
Yeah, I need to play the first one too. We should nominate that at some point.
Yeah.
Observer. Outcast Second Contact. Ori and the Will of Wisps. Can't fucking say
feel
that.
like they announced that like a year ago.
Osiris New Dawn instead of Horizon Zero Dawn. Overland, Path of Exile.
Oh, Path of Exile looks sweet. It's a game that was on the PC, and it's just basically like a Doom. No, not a Doom. A Diablo MMO.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So like, it's really fucking hard. You get like attachments for your like the gems or whatever to sock it into your weapons. Like, it plays exactly like Diablo.
Oh, that should be fun.
Pokemon Switch.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything about that, and they already had like a Pokemon Direct where they announced like the this other Pokemon games that were coming out.
Preta Vendetta Rising. Raiders of the Broken Planet. That's an Xbox One exclusive. It sounds like a cool title. It sounds like Raiders of the Lost Ark a little bit. Radiant Historia Perfect Chronology, which is a mouthful, and I'm sure that will sell a lot. PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds.
Oh, that's supposed to be
That's
awesome.
actually it's I've watched a lot of gameplay of PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. It's a huge thing on the PC. It's just basically a battle royale type thing where a whole bunch of people, like 100 people on a map at one time, all fighting to be number one. Or you can do teams where teams of two fight with each other to be number one team.
Yeah, it
And
sounds awesome.
You parachute into this location with nothing, basically naked, and you have to find stuff and then kill the people, take stuff, and then I heard they're porting it over to the consoles. Is that what this announcement was?
Yeah. Doesn't that sound awesome, though, Joe? Like playing Battle Royale?
That sounds
the
just
game?
like Rust,
Yeah.
except for with like the objective of
And you
actually
can't,
killing other
and you
people.
can't like
You don't
stash
you
them in
don't
a house,
create
lock
stuff. You have to, and as you're playing, the playing area shrinks progressively, and so you can't just camp out on one side and just wait forever. The area shrinks.
it's
as you
Battle
go
They
along.
added some Hunger Games rules because that's
Yeah.
a Hunger Games thing.
yeah.
Well, that was also
Well, it's the
Battle
only way to
Royale.
make a game
Yeah,
like
because they
that
like
playable.
close off the zones, remember?
Yeah, that's the only way to make a game like that playable. I mean, because
By blowing your face off.
like it face off.
It would be the only way to make it playable, or else it would be
They
like
didn't
really
blow
fun.
anyone's face off and face off.
Or else it'd be
They
really
took
fun for like
his
10 minutes, and then
face.
you're like, okay.
they
I know. I just
I've seen
like
a version
saying,
of it
like,
where
face
they
off.
played zombies, where like a
Somebody
team of
says
6
face
were
off.
humans, and the rest of the 100 people were zombies.
Oh, that's
and so
awesome.
you just see this mass of so many people, like 80 plus people, just has zombies running towards you, and there's just too many of them to like shoot. You like can't choose which one to shoot because there's just so fucking many of them coming at you.
That sounds like a blast. I really
And
am
it should
excited.
be cheap because it's still an alpha game. So
Pikmin 4.
Huh.
No,
Finally.
Okay. Project Cars 2. Who the fuck knows? Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah.
Was that announced before? I thought I
Yeah,
heard
it was.
that. Okay.
It was like a trailer they put
Okay.
out.
Red Out. River Bond. River City Knights of Justice.
A lot of rivers.
River City Rival Showdown. Robocraft Infinity, Xbox One exclusive. That has a sweet name. Rocket League.
It's more Rocket League.
Rotocolor Rhythm from PC. Sea of Thieves.
Oh, that one looks kind of cool. It's
That's
like
that pirate one that you were talking about, right? From Ubisoft. I think that's what it was, right?
let me double check that. I know there's one that's that one, and then there's a different one.
All right. While you're looking that up, Senran Kagura Peach Beach Splash. It's a PS4 exclusive, man. You should know about that.
I don't.
No, Sea of Thieves is not the Ubisoft one. Sea of Thieves is the one where you just like co-op and you guys take down other pirate ships.
Oh, that
It's the
seems
animated
sweet.
one. It was that one looked way fun. They announced that last year though. Like that's why this E3 was kind of lame.
Yeah,
It was-
they have like 90% of what they had at E3 this year was like announced last year.
Yeah, so
Shadowverse, Shadow of the Colossus port.
Yeah, the PS4.
It's the HD upgrade.
I thought it was a new one for like 2 seconds, and I was like, "Oh,
You're gonna have to tell
right
me
after Last Guardian.
cocksuckers!" Yeah,
You're gonna have to tell me what kind of porn this is. It's called Shantae.
It's called a hentai.
Shantae half genie hero.
it's a midget porn.
That's like a really old school game that they've like been porting. It might be a new one to it though.
Shift for the Xbox One. Sounds like a racing game, probably. Shin Megami Tensei Strange Journey Redux.
Troy will be happy about that.
Skull and Bones.
Oh, that's the one that's the Ubisoft one.
Sounds like a pirate game.
Yeah, it looks all right.
All right, Skyrim fucking won't let Skyrim just die.
Yeah, I like that meme I sent you guys.
Yeah, it's just like that
Skyrim
meme.
begs Bethesda to let it die, but Bethesda says no.
Yeah.
God,
I saw
why?
something that was like Skyrim on your microwave and like Skyrim on this rock.
Skyrim on your fridge.
Yeah, Skyrim released for Rock 2030. So you just get a fucking yard rock and play Skyrim on it.
Sonic Forces, Sonic Mania, South Park: The Fractured But Whole.
Oh yeah, we have to play that.
Yeah, that thing needs to fucking come out already. It's been delayed like 40 times.
That needs to be a nominee of the
It will
games
be.
based on.
I think it'll be a forced one.
Yeah, we might as well just
Spider-Man
play it.
for the PS4.
I'm excited for
Is that one based on the movie coming out?
No,
No,
that
it's
one's
just a
like
story.
yeah, it's Insomniac Games and it's fucking sweet.
Yeah, Insomniac. It does look pretty awesome. It looks like it's got pretty fun combat.
So it's not based on the 12th reboot of Spider-Man?
Nope,
I was
it's
just
its
thinking
own
about that the other day,
thing.
yeah. I'm
God,
like,
dude,
Jesus
there
Christ,
was a
how
TV
many-
show in the fucking 70s. Then there was a cartoon show in the 90s, right? And then there's fucking Tobey Maguire version. Then there's the Andrew Garfield version. And now there's the Marvel Studios version. That's 5.
Well, it's still done by
fucking-
Fox.
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought they were connected.
They made a deal with Marvel and Fox, but it's still done by Fox.
Anyway.
And it won't really connect
That's
with the Marvel
5
stuff.
It's 5 different ones I can think of. I'm sure there's even more. I'm sure
Aren't
there's
they-
like 6 different cartoons.
Isn't the kid the same one in Marvel, the Captain America Civil War?
Yeah.
Then it is connected, Caleb.
Well, like what they said is they're not going to try and tie it into the Marvel universe, though. But
Except that
they'll
Iron
let-
Man is
they'll
all
let-
over that trailer.
they'll let him be in the Marvel.
That's
movies.
because Iron Man is the only real superhero. Although I liked Captain
Iron
America
Man's
more.
probably going to die in the next Avengers movie.
What about Star Child?
BT dubs.
I don't think so, dude. They don't have any balls, Caleb. They don't have any balls in
I
Marvel.
hope Captain America dies.
Captain America should have died in Civil War.
He should have.
Fox
But he
does
didn't.
have bigger balls with their superhero movies. The X-Men movies have always been a little bit darker.
That's true, and Logan
more
happened,
interesting,
so-
yeah. I still need to see that.
too.
State of Decay 2.
Oh, that looks... isn't that the zombie one?
It's an Xbox
It sounds like a zombie one.
and PC game. Steep, Road to the Olympics. I'm sure that one's great. Strange Brigade. Super Hot VR.
Ooh, it sounds
Is this
like
the
porn.
experience that Joe's been wanting?
Super Lucky's Tale is the experience.
Super
I have.
Lucky's Tale.
Surviving Mars. Sushi Striker, The Way of the Sushido.
Yeah.
So
I saw
you
that.
know about this.
I saw
one.
that.
Okay.
I saw that title earlier and I laughed at it.
Oh, yeah.
That's
State of
funny.
Decay 2 does look pretty awesome. Like a big zombie game. It kind of reminds me of...
Is it the one that
Every
they
other
showed-
zombie game that's ever been made.
Is it the one they showed
No.
last E3 where there's like a fuckload of
yeah,
zombies
that's
coming?
the one.
Okay.
It looks cool, actually. Like, it does look kind of standard fare, but...
It looked kind of like Last of Us.
Yeah, I would
with
say Last of
more,
Us.
with like actual zombies.
yeah, with a horde of
Yeah,
zombies
like
instead of just like two really
World
powerful
War
ones.
Z zombies where like climb on top of each other like fuck you.
It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun though, like making explosions go off and like drawing the horde to kill your enemies. That's going to be sweet.
Yeah.
Tacoma, The Artful Escape, The Crew 2. It's a terrible title.
The Crew was wasn't that shooter, that third person shooter, or was that The Club? Oh, that was The Club. Never
Yeah.
mind. The Club was fucking
Elder
sweet.
Scrolls Online Morrowind.
Yeah, the Morrowind expansion.
Yeah,
They're just adding that world in.
yeah, dude, that's what they're doing with these.
Are they retconning Elder Scrolls? They all take place in the same place now?
No, it's
They always
just,
have. It's always been the same world,
yeah.
just different areas on the
okay.
world.
Morrowind is like a different country. It's where like the
I can't wait for the
Dark Elves live.
Elsewhere one. That one's just going to be like barren, you know.
Elder
It's like
Scrolls
It's a
Legends.
Western.
Cat people.
Oh yeah, that is where they're from, isn't it?
Yeah. The Escapist 2, The Evil Within 2.
Oh man, that first game was supposed to be brutal, but
Should
I
be
have
called
not touched
TOO.
it.
The Evil Within 2.
Also,
Also, yeah. The Inpatient.
Oh, that's a horror. I think that's that VR horror game. Looks kind of interesting. I think VR needs to be horror. I think that's like the
horror centric.
Yeah, that would
Horror
be a way
and
cool.
first person anything, honestly, but like still $500
You get
for
PTSD from first person shooters.
yeah.
Yeah,
Watched him die. Okay.
I held him in my arms.
The King's Bird. The Last Night. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild DLC.
yep. It
They don't even
begins.
give a fucking name to
Final
it.
Fantasy Infected Zelda.
Titanfall 2. Total War Arena.
Oh, dude,
Still need
yes.
to try those. Total War Warhammer 2 as well. Transference. Tropico 6. Isn't that a fucking
That's a strategy.
soda?
It's no Tropico is kind of like
I'm thinking of Tampico.
Yeah,
it's kind of like SimCity, but
Want some Tropico?
more. I don't like it as much.
you have a government basically.
Yeah,
You're
you like run the government, and it's also like SimCity.
Yeah, Christian bought me 4, but I've never opened it.
Uncharted.
5 was free like a while back on PS4.
Uncharted: The Lost Legacy.
That looks pretty cool. I still need to play that.
Is that
game
going to be like
series.
the next big Uncharted game? Or
Yeah.
is that just
Yeah,
like a
it
little-
is,
okay.
but it's like it doesn't have Nathan Drake in it. It's like 2 of the side characters getting their
boy.
own game.
So he died in the last one. I get it.
No, he didn't.
Undertale.
That's coming for PS4. Yeah,
Yep. No thoughts on it. Okay. Unruly Heroes. Vampire.
that one looks sweet.
Is that the one you were talking about earlier?
No, it's another one that's like based on a vampire. Like you can, it's like a third person RPG ish kind of game where like if you choose to feed on somebody, then like it like affects people around them. Like they will actually mourn the people that die, and then they'll come looking for you and
Weak.
stuff like that.
Okay.
Human connection?
It looks
playing?
pretty interesting, and I kind of want to play it.
Vindicta.
I don't know.
Walking Dead VR.
Oh
my God.
Wargroove. Wild Guns Reloaded.
I've never touched the Wild Gun series. I don't know.
It's just PC only. Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus. That might be interesting. WRC 7. I don't know what that is. XCOM 2, War of the Chosen.
You're the only
it's
man
got
here
that
that's
big-
played XCOM, right, Craig?
Yeah, XCOM is sweet.
Yeah, I remember watching you fail at it.
Are you going to take part in the War of the Chosen?
I need to get XCOM 2 first, and I need to beat XCOM.
Okay. Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Someone's foot is on top of my foot now. It wasn't before.
That's a fucking weird name for a game.
Yeah, that was for the PC only. No.
Yeah.
Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Yeah, for the
That
Switch.
looked cool. I was
like
like,
some
wait,
people are
which
probably gonna be
Japanese
really
game
excited
is
for that.
this? When I watched the
It's going
trailer.
to be the next game in the 200-hour game series.
Yakuza 6.
Yakuza 6.
Yep.
They just came out with 0, didn't they?
Yeah,
0 was not that long ago.
that's a PS4 game, isn't
This
it?
one's called
Yeah.
Yik. A postmodern RPG.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. YIIK.
It's just turn-based now.
in all caps.
Postmodern
A
just goes back.
postmodern RPG. I don't know. Yiz 8. Lacrimosa of Dana. Thanks, guys. I'm sure you're going to sell so many copies with that
Yiz
title.
8, yeah. Where is Yiz 1 through 7? I need to read
Actually,
Where's
that.
wait, is
that?
it just YS?
Yeah.
That is actually
Oh.
a pretty big RPG
Yeah, it
series.
is a big one, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking YIZ. I'm like, what is that?
Yiz.
It's,
Yiz
I think
8.
it's pronounced East or something like that.
Fuck that.
Yeah. I don't know.
Fuck everybody, okay? Yalans.
I'm taking Ya Lands. It's a sweet game about
PC game.
Europeans taking all the land from the natives.
Yoshi Switch.
That looks cool. It looks fun. They always look fun.
And the last game on this list is Zaway,
Zaway?
the Ilvard Insurrection. You're
Okay.
welcome.
Yeah, okay, so my favorites, I'm going to have to say the Thieves game, that Pirates one, still looks fun to me. Far Cry 5 probably stole the thunder as far as new releases. But God of War is what I am most excited about thus far.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited for God of War as well. I want to play that Vampire. Extinction looks kind of cool. Code Vein looks pretty cool. I would like to try that Sea of Thieves. Being like on a pirate ship, like taking other people's ships, like multiplayer would be fucking awesome.
Yeah, like you gotta cooperate, and like one of us is on the guns, one of us is piloting.
Dude, we should do some shit with that.
Nude
when that
clan,
comes out.
yeah.
Yeah,
The
the
clan.
nude clan ship.
Yeah.
Just
Show us your titties.
we'll get some listeners to join us and just
Beware
be a
of the
fleet.
Black Hog flag.
Yeah,
the Black Hog.
it's fucking the
And
hog
it's
on the
balls
horizon.
of bronze.
Yeah, dude, that sounds fucking sweet.
Instead of the Jolly Rogers, the Jolly Hog.
yeah.
Or the Jolly Rancher.
Yeah, the Jolly Rancher.
Cameron. Yeah. Caleb loved it.
Yes, he did.
Because Caleb loves Jolly Ranchers. That's why we call it the Jolly Rancher. Do you not get it, Cameron? Jesus Christ.
I actually just had an image of a guy who
Gay farmer.
owns a ranch. It was
Jolly
really
Rancher.
happy. Yeah.
Or the ship is shaped like a Jolly Rancher.
Then it
And
wouldn't
it slowly
sail.
gets smaller because it's in the water.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, shit, man.
It
We're
gets
running out of
gummed
room.
up against the rocks. The harbor is gummed closed. It can't open.
Yeah.
So any other thoughts on E3? There was the new Xbox One announced.
Oh, yeah, that thing is going to be powerful.
Xbox One X.
That's what it's called. The Xbox
fucking
One X.
dumbest name for a console.
Yeah, I think
ever.
Chocobo Chica tweeted out a picture that was like a box Xbox. No, it was Xbox, and then it was Xbox box, and then Xbox One box,
Xbox
Yeah,
One.
and then like
Xbox One box one, and I was like, fuck! Oh! It was like those images
It's
of like
one of these.
people's minds being blown, and like the last one was the universe.
Xbox One, Xbox One,
the last one
Xbox.
I saw was like Xbox 2, and it was just like fucking like the head
Yeah,
explosion.
yeah. Dude, it was
They just forget that the first one ever existed, and they call it the Xbox 2.
Well, it was called Xbox 360, then Xbox One.
yeah, that's the problem. Is the Xbox One? That's what I called the Xbox.
Well, my favorite.
I was like the original, the first Xbox. Now you can't say that because one is attached to the new one.
No, what my favorite picture was of Xbox's Twitter and Apple's like, hey, congratulations on the new product. Xbox, hey, thanks. You know, it's not really new. It's just a better version of the same one. He's like, yeah, that's what we do all the time. Congratulations.
Yeah, they're like, that's what new is. We've been doing it for years.
Yeah, it's fucking
Good
great.
job getting those tiny little Asian hands to put it all together for
Then
you.
they'll invent the smartphone.
Yep.
So with this extra power, they're like 40% more power than any other gaming console, and it's going to cost you $500.
40% more
It's
than
$500
any other
yeah.
gaming console
To bring
because
up your-
there is still a Steam machine out there.
Well, they said it's 40% more powerful than any other gaming console, is what they said.
Nobody
By
owns
other,
it.
I think by the any other gaming console, they mean their own and then PS4.
And Switch.
It's beefier than PS4
Well,
Pro
obviously,
by a
it's
lot.
going to be better than
That's what they
Switch.
should just call the Switch. The
But
derp.
what are they
switches
going to
around.
do with all that power? Is it just for
Nothing.
4K gaming?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
4K. True 4K.
Okay.
4K? And then how is that going to be enough to, I don't know, accrue any more fan base to make PlayStation 4 people want it?
I don't know.
It's not.
We don't even want a PS4
Like,
Pro.
all of their
necessarily.
games are going to be on PC. Like, if you're going to get, the Xbox One X, you might as well get a PC.
Yeah.
Well, on that
Well,
list,
for
there were some
$500
that
if you
just had
look-
Xbox One.
If you get a
Their
PC that's
exclusives aren't
$500, you're going to get the bare minimum to play some of these games.
Yeah,
whereas these games are optimized to play wonderfully 4K on a $500 machine.
And the Xbox One X is better than my PC, I believe. It is. I've finally been outed by a console. 6 years later.
6 years later, and
Defeated.
they said it was only $500.
Tremendous. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
500.
I doubt that it's going to do exactly what they
You know,
said
I was
it's gonna
kind
do
of
then.
disappointed that we didn't get a PlayStation.
Well, see
price
what
cut.
the way
I was expecting
consoles
it.
work is that they're optimized to play games. They're optimized to do these things, which is why they mass produce it optimized, and that's why it's cheaper. And games are designed to use
Well,
that
that and
hardware
the game
better.
companies, they have to test it out on the systems.
Yeah. Oh,
So that's why consoles will get the fair share
but-
of games, whereas games on the computer generally aren't ported over very well. They'll usually have those issues because they were optimized to play on a console.
Yeah, you know what's funny though?
Still,
I saw somebody like, I can't remember what game it was, but it was like an image, and they were like, "Oh, this game was dumbed down on the console. Like they had to dumb it down, and they gave us like half the game." And I was just thinking, like, they've been doing that for years, you fucking retard. Like, look at Final Fantasy 12. If you put that in your PC and you crack it, it looks great. They had to dumb it down because Square Enix was ahead of the fucking PS2 at that time. They dumb it down almost every time. They have to.
Yeah, they have to make sure that the game runs smoothly. So they'll create their 3D models, and they'll think it's okay. Then they'll play test it. And
they're like,
it'll get
"Oh,
really
it doesn't
slow,
play."
really terrible. And they have to compress the images down so that everything
I would want to know what games would be worth getting for the Xbox One X. Like what games are going to come in and take advantage of all that new hardware?
Yeah, what 4K? What's going to make it worth?
And
$600
you would need
or $500?
with your $500 4K Xbox, you need a $1,000 4K TV in order to really enjoy that. So
Yeah,
These TVs are really nice.
There's nothing that's going to come out that's going to be worth that.
I don't know, man. If Xbox goes this way, they might be working on some exclusives to accompany that.
I hope.
4K.
I
Their
hope that they have
exclusives
certain
aren't very
exclusives.
good. They have 7 places.
See, the
making
problem that
exclusives for them,
Xbox
and one of them
has
makes
with
fucking
their
Minecraft.
exclusives, it's just like, hey, here's a really good game. Let's just make 1 billion fucking sequels for this really good game, and that's what their exclusives are.
Yeah, that's not enough.
I know. I want something more to really want me to jump to that better machine.
That's why getting a PC is the better choice, because they have 6 exclusives that they come out with. One of them is a racing game that hardly anyone plays.
People don't play racing games that much anymore. I've actually been wanting
Nice.
to start investing into a racing game. Like
Investing into a racing game.
You just go to the camera, just goes to a
track.
studio. Like, hey, you guys making a
you have
racing game?
PlayStation
when I
Plus,
said that,
right?
I meant actually get the steering wheel column, the shifter
Oh,
box,
okay.
the pedals.
So go racing sim
Yeah,
almost on
yeah.
it.
Get that Drive Club, then it's free.
Is it still free?
Yeah, and then you can buy additional stuff for it.
Wait, is
Better.
Drive Club like the LA Drive Club one?
No, it's like some. You'll have to look at it.
Okay. No, so if you see certain people who are really into those racing games, they can spend $2,000 on a racing setup where you have this whole chair and everything. You set up 3 monitors, and when you make turns, the actual whole thing rotates with you, so it feels like you're making turns and stuff.
Is that what you want? Is that what you're
Yeah, but I'm not going to get that.
That's
Yeah, I'm gonna get a fighting
If
game.
I-
that's
If I-
worse than buying a $500 VR thing to play 2 games.
I'm gonna get a fighting game where I just rent Mike Tyson and we just
But
go.
see, it'd be good
toe-to-toe.
with all racing games. So each new iteration of racing game, you could still use it for. It's like when you're at an event, they have those roller coaster simulators and stuff. You get into this machine and it just uses gravity to make you feel like you're on a roller coaster.
Why wouldn't you
Wouldn't
just
you want to
actually
be in
go on a
funner
roller
place?
coaster?
Yeah.
If it was you, no,
Don't you wish you were having?
you would not want to
Me
be.
I've
personally,
gone on
no,
those, and
I
they're
would not like to go on a roller
not like
coaster.
roller
But I
coasters.
also wouldn't go on a VR roller coaster thing
For the same reason?
just to feel like I'm on a roller coaster.
You don't feel like you're on a roller
No,
coaster on those things.
he really fucking hates roller coasters.
I do,
so.
but
How many have you been on? And when was the last time?
7 and 5 years ago.
Caleb, we need to go on that launch ball thing. That's what you and I need to do.
No,
You just
I don't.
I am not going on that launch ball with him.
I'll go on the launch ball phone if you guys just
I'm not going to an
my
amusement
God,
park.
I would never
Fuck
want to.
that.
That thing scares the shit out of me.
I saw a video where the thing snapped before they let him go, and I was like, "Wow, it's good they can snap now, and not in 10 minutes."
Fucking Christ!
Yeah, there's a
fucking-
video where one of the sides let go while they're doing it. It was like when it was almost done, and the left one, the bungee cord on the left, just let go. But it was fine. They were all fine in the end. But
Were they scared shitless?
They were fucking scared shitless. Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
It's a good way
A
to clean
new
you out.
fear would be created immediately.
Fear of the ball. Fear of the ball.
I don't want to go back in.
Fear of being launched into fucking space.
Well, I mean, you wouldn't have to that wouldn't crop up in everyday
No, you would
life.
fall and die instead.
Yeah.
It's fun to watch people make their own homemade versions of those with the 2 giant logs on the ground and the bungee cord, and then just straps to the back of an ATV and just pulls you out with the ATV and then lets you go.
Nope.
Slingshot
Never.
chair.
Never fucking ever.
Yeah, that's
And I love roller coaster. I don't love that.
We should do the Nude Clan, skydive episode.
It's Whiplash the Experience.
I'm good.
spring bikes to the air. Just
Yeah.
I just really am a big fan of living.
Me too.
How do you know? You've never died. How could you say that? You don't know until
You
you
never
can't
know
knock
if
it.
you love life till you die.
You can't knock it till you try it, right?
Oh my god.
And then just for death, you can't knock death until you try it.
Yeah.
Speaking
It's
of
anything.
death, does anybody want to get... Do you have the jingle yet?
Get fat? Oh, hell no, I don't have the jingle.
You don't have the jingle?
No.
You
The
didn't
one the dude
download it?
made for us.
No, I forgot to.
Forgot
my
to down.
God.
Well, there was a getting fat jingle. Thank you for making us a getting fat jingle that we never use.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. We just haven't put it in the file, the folder.
Yeah, not yet.
Okay, well. Yeah, any other E3 thoughts? I thought you had something, Craig.
For E3?
The marbles clashed for a moment, but now they have.
No, not
separated.
really. Just that all the games that I want to play look really fucking awesome.
Okay.
Can't wait to play God of War, some Monster Hunter World, and any of those other ones.
How's life going?
Look more into it. It's going.
It's going?
It's going good.
It's going good. That's good. How's your
Yeah.
goals?
Goals are good.
Goals are fake. Goals are good.
Yep. Goals are tremendous.
Fantastic goals.
Best goals. The biggest goals.
You wouldn't believe the kind of goals we have here.
Believe me, these goals, they're great.
they are.
That's the kind of
Make
goals you
goals.
got.
Yep,
Make
that's the
goals
kind of
great.
goals
Keep it
I
up your
got.
comics.
I have been keeping up on my
Yeah.
comics.
How about that reading?
The reading is the only thing that I'm failing.
Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah.
All right. Cameron.
So, reading my books. I'm on this next book. So,
Sex book?
On this next book.
Oh.
So I've been using the Overdrive app. I went and got my first library card, and I don't know how fucking long. But I got a library card.
Gather your power
library
bill and
card.
go down there.
No, I just showed
4
them my
pieces
lease.
of mail.
I didn't have my mail, so I just pulled up my lease from my email, and the email.
It has to be something official. They don't
Yeah.
just take mail anymore. Now it's
Really?
like,
yeah.
yeah, we know you're gonna come into this other town and you're gonna steal our books.
Yeah.
No,
Still,
so
our education.
I have the internet in my name, but I went paperless bills, and my roommate has the utilities in his name, so I had no actual official mail in my name, so they accepted the lease as my proof of residence.
That's good. That's pretty
They fucking should.
And
Literally, my
Yeah, this is the only thing that should matter, in fact.
and so I have this wish list I have on Audible of all the next books I want to get in on, and I downloaded the Overdrive because I'm only going to pay for the 1 fucking credit a month. I'm not going to do any more than that. And I ran out of credit, so I downloaded the Overdrive. I'm like, okay, let's look at my wish list. Okay, let's see if they have this book. No, they
No.
don't. So let's see if they have this book. No, they don't. Let's see if they have this book. Nope. Like for fucking 10 books, I checked the ones I wanted to read, not fucking there. I'm like, hey, fuck it. So let's see what they have and kind of the genre I'm going for right now. And I'm like, this one fits. Fine, let's do it. So I downloaded that. It'll be my in between my Audible credits listening service.
Okay.
It's when I'm in between.
So it's not as good as you were hoping it was.
When it has
Why
the
don't
book,
you just
when it
upgrade
has
to
the
2
book,
credits then?
because I don't want to pay them more money for 2 credits.
It's like $5 more.
yeah, but that's $5 less. And I'll have a month that are for me. Because I have another goal of saving $2,000 at the end of the year.
How's that?
I am on my way there. I have a denomination in my savings account.
I thought you were about to say $1.
Yeah. So we had like
I'm getting there.
we had 1,999, and now it's $1.
I had fucking $1,400 in my savings account, and now it is almost.
And now that
gone.
you said that, I'm going to start donating $5 more extra dollars a paycheck into that, just to prove a point. No,
Good.
so
That would help you out.
yeah, so it's been great. At least I found a book that's suitable, and it's turning out to be a much longer book than I had anticipated. And the Overdrive app downloads the books in segments, and it doesn't. It's
What's the book, Cameron?
I am currently listening
How do you
to.
not
War and
remember the
Peace.
title of what you're listening to?
Pulling it up right now.
The Book of 1,000 Sections.
Playing to the Edge, which is about the CIA director during the Bush administration, about his
Which Bush?
the second Bush.
Okay.
It's about his
Everett
life
Bush.
before what he did before he was the
right.
CIA director. He was in the NSA. Surprise, surprise.
Cool.
And afterwards, during the Obama, because Obama was like, "Hey, thank you for doing a great job, and I'm going to put someone else in the office."
Right. That's what they all do. So that they have someone
his
loyal to
big point, his
Yeah.
big point was that the CIA and the NSA need to be separate from parties. They should be party bound. They should be just intelligence organizations, and that's all they're for. And so, just a little bit behind the scenes of what he wanted and what happened while he was there, and the changing scheme of what happened, backgrounds, like what versions of torture they were allowed. Well, he doesn't want to say torture, but what versions of persuasion they were allowed. What versions of persuasion they were allowed, and then enhanced questioning, and how's it progressed to what they were allowed to do while he was there, what he wanted it, where he changed it to be this set, and then what they changed it to be later. And he didn't like it how we're not going to have these versions of persuasion anymore. He's like, well, see, you can say that, but you should also add a disclaimer to unless authorized, so the person you're questioning always has that in the back of their head that could be a thing that could happen. Just because the fear of itself actually happening is a really good persuasion technique. But no, so I think what they're limited to now is sleep scheduling. No, waterboarding is ousted, I think.
Waterboarding's been out.
And but sleep scheduling or sleep managing,
depriving,
where they'll manage it when you can sleep and can't sleep, and I can't remember the other one, but it's been an interesting book. Not quite the line of books I had been listening to recently, but I got tired of looking
Your
for books.
finance books.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I was also going into more of a computer programming type.
That wouldn't be good in audio, would it?
No, it's not an actual lesson. It's about people who did programming and what they did.
Okay.
So
that's
like
Steve Jobs' biography. Not that he was a programmer, but that Steve Jobs' biography is excellent. By the way.
That's the list. I was listening to American Kingpin, which is about the guy who
I actually have that on CD.
was the guy who made the Silk Road and the underground drug trafficking website. And I read about the book Ghost of the Wires, which was about Kevin Mitnick, who is like the computer programmer, computer hacker that everyone's talking about in his heyday. But
Very cool.
yeah. And so that's the kind of line of books I've been listening to recently. So this one's kind of a step outside of it, more hearkening to the what's his name? The books I was listening before, the Jack Ryan series, Tom Clancy. So that's more in line with kind of Tom Clancy stuff that I was listening to before. So
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Only mostly true.
only mostly true. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's what when I think biography, like when you read a biography, always take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah, so it's a
There's always
biography.
gonna be something
But see,
wrong
when
in
he
there.
was but he there was a disclaimer at the beginning. He goes, "Okay, so I wrote this book, then I had to have the CIA go through it to make sure I could publish everything in here." There's certain things where I can't say, and so it's been thoroughly looked through before it was published. So yeah,
Very good. Exercise, all good. Yep.
it's been a thing. Getting up at 5:30 in the morning.
to not work out.
Yikes! 5:30. Jesus.
It's just when I have time to do it. And I read a book about the one thing, and you have more power to make decisions in the morning than you do have in the evening. And so if you're going to do a thing, you do it in the morning.
You should do that Tony is it Tony Robbins? Yeah. He like has a pool of cold water and he just jumps into it. It's the first thing he does every morning and it like wakes him up. And I was considering right before this episode, I was like, I should jump into a cold shower. See if it works. See if this episode suddenly becomes awesome because I'm like super energized and like who knows? Maybe it does work.
I think sleep has something to do with it as well. If you get enough sleep, you can't just be a cold shower alone.
Well, when you
Cold shower and
when you
47
jump into the
monsters.
lake, when you're on a boating trip and you hadn't been in the water and you're like, and it wakes you the fuck up.
Yeah.
So I think that's the idea, the cold plunge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, except it's hard. I mean, I guess I could do that in the swimming pool.
No, I mean, you just turn on the cold shower. That's what that is. You hop in the
yeah,
cold
but there's
shower.
something different about you're warm
you
in
still
your
get
bed.
that
I know, but it's
Yeah.
like I think like it's easier to allow yourself to jump into a cold body of water because you're in it all the way immersed versus to like, oh, my toe in the cold shower, now my arm. Oh, it's so cold. I want
So cold.
Yeah.
Just like that. Schweiss, how's everything going?
Well, I've run into like $1 million expenses this month. I had to pay my insurance. I didn't get paid as much as I should have, so I got to get that taken care of. My air conditioning broke down. I've been like, got my power bill and it was $100, so I was like, let's turn it off during the day. Let's try to save some money, and then I get home and it doesn't fucking turn on again. So that was $160 today that I paid, and I'm gonna have to go pay $70 more for a pump.
Nice.
Once we're done recording this fucking episode.
How's your HOA position?
Oh, dude. Okay. So, all right. So the HOA, right?
You explain this in context. I wasn't sure what you meant by the Facebook thing.
So what happened? I went to an HOA board meeting, and
Right.
they were taking new members, right? Mm-hmm. And no one was volunteering, so I was like, "Fuck it, I'll do it." I don't know. I got time. I can help out, and so I volunteered. I got the position. I'm going to do it for 2 years. We go, and then like that night we have our first board meeting, and they like a couple of the board guys like come over and they're like, "Hey, Caleb, someone in the neighborhood expressed concerns that you aren't eligible to be on the board." And I was like, "What? Why?" Like, well, someone was saying that you're like renting out rooms and you're like putting them up on KSL and like all this shit. And I'm like, well, I mean, I do have a roommate staying with me, but I told him like, I'm not doing anything that the city said I couldn't do. So you guys back the fuck off. Everything's fine, right? So we go to the meeting. The old members are there. They're like, yeah, we'll run you guys through what we're going to do, what your jobs are, how we've been doing it, what we've been doing, and so that you're prepared, right? Mm-hmm. One of the guys was the guy who created the Facebook and runs the website, kind of the tech guru guy, I guess. And he had the admin rights to the Facebook account because for some fucking reason he set it up under his account instead of like the board's email address, which would have made sense, and I would have made them do if I were there. Be like, admin account on the Facebook, yeah, well, let's set it up under this email address that the board has, not that some random dude has. So he says he's going to send us admin rights, and that's it, and then we would have to just work it out ourselves. And then something weird happened where there was like another Caleb Schweiss that just had a picture of me, my picture, and then the little like hound picture that I have on my profile page on Facebook, and that was it. And I was like, what the hell is that? I'm like, did the messenger create like some sort of shell account? Like I was just like, I don't know what that is. And then suddenly that account was the admin on the Facebook page, and then everyone was like, Caleb, when are you going to add us as the admin? And I'm like, dude, that isn't my account. Like, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. I'm like, I tried to go through, and I'm like, okay, maybe something happened. Maybe Messenger is all fucking weird, or something weird went on with Messenger. I don't know. And so I like request to reset the password for it, and I obviously don't get an email because it's not mine, right? And so I'm like, you know what? I don't know what's going on. We might just have to recreate a new page for this thing. Like I honestly, and I brought the president of the board, which really were all the same. Like they just had to give him titles in the beginning, so that's what his was. And I'm like, dude, look, this isn't my account. I'm like showing him. I'm like, hey, I don't have the admin. I just don't have it. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. We might have to create a new one. And then yesterday, while I'm at work, the Facebook page, suddenly someone approves, someone called The Rock, who goes off about how someone on the board, or how we need to start enforcing the rules because it's a business and not some frat house, and that someone on the board has been renting out. He has 2 renters now, which, of course, Alexandria, my girlfriend, lives with me, and then I have Dwayne renting out a room for like another month or 2, which I guess Dwayne is kind of a renter, but Alex is definitely not a renter. And it's like I got 2 renters and breaking all sorts of rules, and like he's like talking about how he's a hero of the fucking people and all this shit, and then like Dude, and this guy, this fucking guy, right? This fucking dude he looks a little fucking off, right? He looks like a little simpleton kind of guy. So like I've always kind of disliked him for that because he's in a position of power and he seems like he'd be the guy that holds a fucking the fucking zoom in the magnifying glass over ants because he's cruel and stupid. He set up my fake account, right? And then he like starts posting screenshots. He's like, yeah, someone in the HOA approved this rock account. And then he like posts a screenshot of like the fake Caleb like approving the notification. He's like, he approved it. And I'm like, can you make this any more obvious that you set this up to intentionally sabotage me? Like, how fucking dumb can you possibly be? I'm like, Jesus, guy. Like, the moment someone comes in, you're like, wow, looks like this person approved it at this hour. Like, I'm glad I'm on top of this. I'm on the ball. It's like, yeah, of course you're on the ball, you fucking moron. You did it. And, like, it was just this... I'm like, what in the fuck is this, man? I'm like, Jesus Christ. The only reason why I volunteered to take this stupid fucking position to help you ingrate cocksuckers was because no one else wanted to, including you Down syndrome fuck, and no one else did, and that's why I did. And then he shits his fucking pants telling me that I can't do it when he didn't even want to do it again. Dude, this fucking guy, I hate this motherfucker, right? And I know he hates me, obviously, for some fucking reason. And they're making like this huge deal about I take up 3 parking spots, right? Because I've got my car, Dwayne's car, and Alexandria's car. And they're like,
you're taking up 1 visitor spot.
They're like, the parking's out of control. I have never ever seen all the visitor spots full ever, Caleb.
Neither have I.
Ever. And we have so many fucking cars between all of us here recording. It's nuts. It's insane. We've had like 5 cars plus here and still no fucking problem. So I'm like, you are making an issue out of something. You're making a mountain out of a fucking molehill. You asshole. And like, it's just painstaking. I'm like, you had me for like a week with the fake account. I didn't know what was going on. Because you weren't doing anything with it. But then you're like, I do this thing. And then, look who approved it. It's, they fake Caleb. And it's like, yeah, everyone can see that, you retard. Everyone knows it's not me. And like, I'm just like, God, if you wanted to have your shitty position, you could have fucking said so. And you know what? I wouldn't have cared. I wouldn't have done it. I only did it because no one else wanted to. And we were all sitting there. And I was like, fuck it, I'll help. God. And, like, what if I had a child who was, like, 16 and had their own car and I had 3 cars? What, is that a renter now, too, you fucking loser? Like, where does it end? Like, what is this man?
Have you fucking talked to the dude?
No, I want to fucking break the guy's knees. I don't want to see that.
How much of this
retard.
have you communicated to the board?
Oh, they all know it's him. Everybody knows it is. And then, like, the funny thing is, like, someone was private messaging him, and he was like, "Oh, yeah, it wasn't me, but you should probably address the fact that he has renters." And like, he's like, "Yeah, it wasn't me. I'm just glad someone else put it out there. I was going to post on it, but I'm glad someone else did." I'm like, you are awful at this. You are absolutely awful at this, like, intrigue and, like, espionage of me. Like, you're horrible at this. That's probably what makes me the most mad is I'm like, God, this is,
like, terrible at it.
Yeah, I'm like, God, what did you take, like, 5 seconds to prepare this? You had, like, weeks. He created this profile on, like, May 24th. The fake Caleb was made on May 24th. And it is June 17th. And it took him that long to come up with something he would literally botch in like 10 minutes. It was cool for like 5 minutes. I was like, who is that? And then I messaged one of the guys and I'm like, hey, it's the same person who was concerned about me being on the board, the guy who had the admin rights to the Facebook. And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, well, there we go. Like, if that doesn't make it painfully obvious, it does. And then, like,
So he's a fucking psycho.
Yeah, and he's awful
he's
at being...
He's a YouTube troll commenter.
Yeah, he is the ultimate troll.
So this is a person that lives in one of these complexes.
On his doorstep.
Yeah, he lives like 2 doors down. Dude, no, you know what I'm going to do? I want to buy, like, a... Alexandria's dad sells like a baby or big adult diapers, right? I'm gonna like buy a big box of adult diapers and be like, touche from Caleb. Hope there aren't any hard feelings. Fucking big baby. Ooh. Yeah, fuck that guy, man. Fuck that guy. And he's my neighbor. I have to deal with this fucking asshole for God knows how long. And it's like, you really want to piss me off? Like, what? And then you know what, dude? The other day, before any of this happened, like, I was just getting a drink of water. I was just like drinking some water, and Jace, Alex's boy, was playing outside, and I didn't want to go outside because I feel like shit, right? And I'm sitting in there, and I'm like, and he's just like looking over my fence, and I'm like, what the fuck what is he doing? He's like looking and like just kind of checking stuff out, and then he walks on, and I was like, that was really bizarre. And I'm like, what are you looking for? And like, and Alex parks her car near his car, and her mirrors are always like pushed in. Dude, this guy is like the most passive aggressive piece of shit, and this guy was the guy who printed out the stickers for the car windows for the people who are violating the parking rules. He could have told us at any time, but he couldn't. Like, I'm like, what is your problem? You had the power. You had it. You just had to wield it, but you're too stupid. It's too much for him. It's fucking too much. He can't handle it. He's probably like deliberating for hours on end, just like, oh, should I do it? Oh no, fucking, this fucking guy, dude.
Careful.
I don't understand it. He could have gotten me towed, and I would have probably parked on the street and only taken up 2 spots, and it would have been fine. And then he's like, oh, people on the board need to start doing this thing. It's like, oh, the people that have been there for like a day, you fucking retard. What about you? You were on the board for years, you piece of shit. You weren't fucking doing anything, and if this issue is as big as you claim it is, why didn't you do anything?
He's gonna find out you have a podcast. We're gonna see a bunch of like shitty YouTube comments all of a sudden.
Good. Fuck this guy. Fuck this fucking guy, man. Ooh, I hate him. And then his wife comes on later, and he's like, can we just get this removed? I think what was there earlier was sufficient. And I was almost going to go on and be like, no, I think we should let him make an ass of himself for a little bit longer. Fucking, ooh. Yeah, dude, it's so dumb, though. And like, I was like, fuck, man.
Wait, his wife was like admitting that it was him?
No, I don't know what she was admitting. She was either admitting that it was him or like helping him out, but I don't know, dude. I don't know. But like it's fucking ridiculous. And like the other guys are like, we'll handle him, and I'm like, he's like, we're all adults here, let's just let it go. And I'm like, are we all adults? Because this guy seems like a man child with a fucking temper tantrum and all passive aggressive, which pisses me off.
What you should do is just go make some fucking brownies and
you mean shit. You mean shit?
No. Put something like like laxatives or something in the brownies, or like fucking make pot brownies, and just put them on his porch and say, hey, from the ward, like because wards do that.
Ward.
Yeah. And so that way he doesn't think it's from you, so he'll actually eat the stuff.
Yeah, I don't know why he.
Just have him just eat it and just.
I don't know why he hates me so much. Like seriously, nothing I've done has been against the law. Like I guess I'm not supposed to rent rooms, but it's not a renter. He's a friend of mine, for God's sake. It's not some random motherfucker. Like when you guys stayed here, that 4 people in a house, that isn't too many. I can have 2 people in my room and 2 people in that fucking room, and it's fine. Fine. It's absolutely fine. Like, what is his hard on for me?
So you should have just told him that you don't have a renter, that no one's paying you money.
That's what I told him. I was like, I don't have renters, and the city is fine with it. So... Yeah. And they're like, okay. And then they admitted, because I told them before when they made a huge deal about my fucking AC, because they like, oh, I went through and they were like, well, technically it's in the book. And I'm like, oh, technically it says that I can't have one on the premises. So what are you going to do? Search my fucking house? And I was like, come on, schedule a time to come over.
About this?
Schedule a time to come over.
Did you actually tell them?
Yeah, I did. I emailed them that. I was like, give me a time when you can have someone search my fucking house.
Did you say fucking house?
No, I didn't. But I did say, like, make sure you check under the stairs. Like, it's a pretty good hiding spot for an AC unit. Fucking assholes.
And then he's being passive.
And they cited that too when I told them. They were like, well, and it's like last time we can't search your house or anything and confirm it. I'm like, yeah, I know, and it's fine. So, get the fuck out of here. Wow. But it's got him. Like, what is your deal? Like, God, clearly
they
you
heard us
saying
some curse words when
probably
the window was open.
Probably
we were doing Nude Clan. Maybe he saw me in my bike as I left every morning or something like that.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is like, there was the one weekend where we came out, like all 5 of us, and then the HOA president was there. And I'm like, I wonder if they think I have a bunch of people living here. I mean, I did have a few people living here, but if I have a bunch of people living here because the podcasts, like, you and Drew come over at like noon some days and just leave whenever, and like there's like tons of traffic going on. I'm like, yeah, that's
Well, you can't have friends.
that's
over.
yeah. Oh, that's exactly one of my points. I'm like, no, Shay, it's a friend. Do you know what that is? Oh, you probably don't because you're a fucking asshole. You probably don't have any fucking friends other than the ones that came out of your loins. Your children. That's it. It's a friend. 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 You.
Is it EI
fuck.
or I?
But seriously,
I can never tell.
I think he doesn't know what a friend is. That's why I'm like, no, it's a friend. It's a friend. Someone that likes me and that I also like. I know you have the you like part, but no one likes you, so you don't have that. But you got to understand, I'm not like you, buddy. I'm normal. Like, God, seriously, like you can't. What? Noah could come into my home? Like, what is this? Why are you like monitoring? What are you, fucking Big Brother? The eye in the sky? Jesus.
Well, he's no longer on the board, right?
No, he's not.
Well, fuck him.
Yeah, exactly.
You
Fuck
should
him.
just find ways to mess with his life, like
Dude, if he keeps watching you and shit, you should really report that to the
What are-
board. And
what
be
are-
like, hey,
what is-
fuck
yeah.
this guy. He's,
What are
like,
some other
watching me.
rules of the HOA? Like
Oh,
some
man,
really
like-
asinine rules you can mark him
my
up
fucking
for.
arm is like twitching because of the rage. I don't know. I don't know. We could probably fuck him, but I don't really want to. I just want to hate him. And then, like everyone, it's just like, they're like, just leave it be. We'll
just never approve him to the new Facebook group.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I was thinking about that. I was like, this asshole asked to join. I might actually hit decline. I'll let you cool down for a little while. Come back in like a
Caleb,
week.
could you please let him in? I did.
It's like I'm camping it, and I'm gonna say no every time. So if you guys get there first before me, you can approve him, but I will not approve this fucking guy. But it's just, and like even if it were two people that complained, like even then, like obviously he approved the other person to make this huge, like, because I think it's way too clever for him, because it was like, do you smell what the Rock is cooking? It was like The Rock was the profile name, and it was all pretty detailed, and I was like, he seems like he has the writing level of about a 3-year-old.
He
so I
paid
doubt that
someone
was
to
him.
make a fake account. The only problem with those fake accounts, though, is that when you can't fake when it was created.
Exactly, and I'm like, oh yeah, what I made.
You can't fake content that would be on your Facebook page. Yeah,
and he sends a screenshot of like the fake Caleb approving it. He's like, you can't deny what Facebook says. I'm like, yeah, you can't deny what the May 24th
Why would you
account.
make a new account?
Because he's a fucking psychopath. Like, why? Just shit on me for breaking the rules. That's all you have to do. But now you've ruined all legitimacy of your argument. You are no longer someone that anyone's going to listen to, because you cried wolf like 7 times at once, and you tried to frame me for it. Like, God, and you botched it like crazy. Like, just an awful job at this fucking thing. And calling me out would be fine. I'd be kind of pissed off about it, but I'd be like, whatever. Okay, he's got a point. I should probably not take up as much space. Do we run out of empty visitor spots? No. Does he have friends that will visit him? No. So I don't see why he cares, but it is technically a rule, so fine. But that's not how he went about it. He went about it by like framing me for this thing. And like, what did I do? Did I like kill a cat that he had?
Maybe he hears your cat every night.
Maybe I could see that. Although, just kill it. Just kill Waylon. Just kill him off.
I just think that a lot of the people in the background kind of don't like having all of us over, because we are very loud sometimes. The drum incident. Don't forget about the drums.
Well, she moved. So.
Yeah, and this guy's on a separate building, the next building over.
Oh.
But he's like right there. So I'm like, God, I have to look at that fucking. Ooh.
Sorry, you have
Look
to
at
deal
that
with
dude's
someone.
house.
Yeah, and I'm like, I've been there for a month, man. A month, and I already have to deal with this shit. It's fucking dumb. I'm re-enrolling.
You
next
should
time. I'm
you
fucking
should be
running this
proud that somebody tried to frame you for something, though.
thing. It just made me stronger.
Schweiss for HOA president.
Yeah.
You fucking House of Cards the shit out of it.
Like, I don't have to pay dues, by the way.
No, fucking House of Cards the shit. House of Cards the shit out of it. Just like defame everyone else in really clever ways.
him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, you mean not in fake Facebook ways?
Yeah, it's actually
Sanzu
legitimate.
Like a
said destroy your enemies, utterly destroy your enemies, so completely. So he attacked you, but now in order for you to win the war, you do have to absolutely destroy him.
So I'll burn his house down, is that what you're saying?
No,
I would say
no.
put a car or put a camera inside of Alex's car to see who's popping in that window. or that mirror.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, technically, if he's not damaging the car, there's very little that you can do.
Yeah,
in
but
that
I don't
regard.
want to. I don't want to get him as a vandal. I want to get him as a fucking doucher.
And then email the video to him.
Or what you should do is put a video camera outside and watch him looking at the kid and kind of like say there's something
Add some
weird
music.
shit.
Yeah.
No.
Make it
Watch
an
him.
Illuminati YouTube video.
No.
What
Make
are you,
it,
a pedo?
yeah, no. Frame him as a pedophile.
yeah, just like Jace. All right, look, you're gonna have to pretend that this guy like approached you. Okay. Just every day, I'm gonna be like, "All right, Jace, what does the big blonde man say? Get in my truck. I have candy." All right, good job, buddy. All right, let's go do this.
Just compile a video of him snooping around your house. That's what you need to do. Then you could then at the most you can do at that point, if you have that video evidence of him snooping around your house, looking over your stuff and looking at the kid, you can get a restraining order on him.
All you would have to do is scare him enough. I swear, just like take a video camera on like your webcam or something, poke it out so that you see who's doing that
Yeah.
at night, and just send him the video. Say, I saw this.
Yeah, I just don't get what. It's just he went to great lengths and then he just
And then he
fucked
would
it
be
up.
you didn't do anything like terrible, but it would
So
scare
you're
the
half
shit
mad
out
about
of
how much prep he went into
from
it,
like
but
an
then botched
anonymous,
it.
Yeah.
So you're
Like
not as mad
an
about
account
him
where
trying
you
to
wouldn't know
get
this
back
guy would
at you
be
for
there.
some
No,
reason,
you
but you're mad about him messing it
it.
up.
He would know.
Kinda.
Who's mad?
I think about half of it really
Still,
is
though.
how poorly it was done. Like, I wanted this to be this like cold case file that I'm just like pouring over. Like, fucking who was
I would
it?
say like, hey, you want a passive aggressive war? I
Yeah.
have struck.
Yeah, dude. Oh, jeez.
war.
It's like so dumb.
It
And like
sounds
he
like
had the ability to tow
Vegas
me at
door.
any time.
It sounds like the prank war that I'm getting in with a coworker, but you don't get in a prank war with the IT guy. You just don't.
Yeah, that's true. But he's awful at
Take his
IT.
internet down.
He's awful at the IT. Clearly. I mean, he at least had the foresight to put the images for the website on a separate URL. And I was like, oh, nice. But, he also created a fake account of me and tried to defame me. And I was like, honestly,
So
what were you
So
going to
poor.
do? Like, what? Obviously, there are two me's. When you go to the page, it has me here.
There's just so
and then it has
many-
me here, right next to me. Me and me. that doesn't look weird to anybody else? It's like, come on, man. At least not approve me, and approve just me, the fake me. Like,
Yeah.
fucking try. Like, just try.
Yeah, that's
God, it was so.
There's so many things you can do that man, fate no. It's so
Yeah,
dumb.
and I was like at work, like trying to finish up. I'm all sick and shit, and I'm like fucking trying to get through my work because I'm behind. And like that happens, and I'm just like fucking enraged. I'm like, oh God, I'm like these fucking people. And I just got like the Tyrion in the courtroom thing, or like wished he could have poisoned everybody. And I'm like, just fuck you all. Fucking lame. Anyway, what about you, Joe?
I enjoyed the Metallica concert very much. It's a getting fat sort of a conversation. I love fucking Metallica.
Yeah, it was good. Them and Avengers is always good live.
Avengers
And they
is
played
always
the 10 songs that they
They were
do really
allotted.
well. Yeah.
And then I only read one book, or listened to one book this week, and it was the Imitation of Christ, which is part of the Harvard Classics, and it's a dude talking about the best way to live is to follow Christ. It's a very old book, a very popular
You can only live till
Catholic
the
book.
mid-30s.
And then and it was a lot like the Buddhist books I had read a few weeks ago, like The Unfettered Mind, but just with a little bit of hellfire and damnation mixed in. That's always important. He's like,
That's good for
live
action
right,
sequences.
because
right?
it'll make you, pure in thought. And then he was like, oh, and also if you don't, you're going to go to hell. So that was, the book I read. And said, I was like, okay, got through that one. There's another checklist off of the old Harvard classics there. And then I started reading Path of Daggers, and it started off fucking awesome, but now I'm in some Aes Sedai shit that is lasting forever, and I'm like, I thought this was supposed to be the fast-paced one. So it started off with the brother of Elaine killing the other dude.
What if this is the big
sweet.
secret? Like, Caleb actually doesn't think they're very good at all, but he's the only one that read them for the longest time, so he's like, yeah, it's the greatest series of all time. And then he's like, Cameron, you have to say that this is at least good.
Cameron's like, oh yeah,
I can be the zealot, but you have to just be like,
Cam's more of a zealot than I am.
I
He's
listened-
read through it like 4 times
Yeah.
in a year.
Yeah, not in 1 year, but in a year and a half. I did.
When you don't want to pay for Audible, but you have Audible downloaded. It's
And I drove a lot, and I wanted something to,
I also restarted a book that I was like lost in when I got back into it, and I was like, "Oh shit, I'm gonna have to restart this thing." So that's where
What book
I
was
am.
that?
The Charisma Myth. It was the one where I had to do the exercise, the uncomfortable exercise with you.
The one where we had to like stare
Stare
at each other. Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, so I did another exercise. Excuse me, that I had been putting off, and I put it off for like 2.5 weeks, and then I started listening to the book again. I was like, "What was she talking about?" So I restarted it, knowing that I've already done all the exercises up to like 5 hours in. So
Okay.
anyway, that's gonna be a quicker one, I hope, unless there's some other huge exercise I had to do. I had to write. So in the Charisma book, Charisma Myth, it's about building your own charisma. And the exercise it had me do was it had me write a letter to someone I was angry at. And I had to write everything that I was pissed off, like everything I would ever want to say to this person, as a letter from me. And then later, I had to write an apology from that person as that person back to me.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's what I did. I guess it's supposed to like keep you not angry. Anyway, it kind of worked as far as I could tell. It's
But
pretty
you
much
know
the
that
same.
apology isn't real.
It's pretty much the same exercise as like if you're really mad at someone, then write a
beat the
letter
shit
to
out of
them. Don't give it to them. Wait 24 hours. And then if you still want to send it to them, then you do. But usually you don't want to send that letter to them after 24 hours.
Instead,
Sounds
you
like
just
Taylor
wanna-
should have been doing it.
Instead, you just want to put a bag of flaming shit on their porch.
Yep.
See, things with overt like that, it's a real target on your back as who did it.
No, I'll just throw a frozen.
See, now
Book
if
of
he was
Mormon through his window.
intelligent, see now, right now, if he was intelligent, he would do shit like that to himself and blame it on you.
There you go.
I'm surprised he hasn't. Honestly, I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for did you do this? Game?
So you should start it first. You should put a
know, I
flaming
was-
bag of shit on your own front door.
Yes.
And then have someone randomly film you stomping it off and having shit on your foot. Yes. And then and then post it on the Facebook page. That's how
that's
like,
playing
guys.
his game.
guys, what happened?
See, that's how you go about it. You know?
Probably shouldn't say that on a public radio show.
It's not radio.
Well, our podcast show.
So
Still.
I'm just saying, if you have two fucking brain cells to rub together in your head,
Tell us about this, Cameron.
Cam has exactly two.
Yeah,
two fucking.
and they did not collide in that moment.
They weren't chargeable enough to power the mouth at the moment, but no, if you fucking rub them together, you can. There's some plans you can hatch that seem legitimate, and if you feel if you make yourself the target.
All right. Question from us to you this week: what should Caleb do about his shitty neighbor?
Oh
To
yeah.
retaliate.
Also, have you guys had any similar experiences? Let's say that.
Okay, yeah. We'll put that on the old forum. Does that sound good, Craig?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You can check out Nude Clan at nudeclan.net, and you can support the show via the Patreon link there, the Amazon link, or the PayPal links. Thank you to those who support the show already. You can go to twitch.tv/nudeclangaming, see us play the games live.
Can't talk to us though because I think the chat thing is broken again.
Probably. You can go to facebook.com/nudeclan podcast. It's nude spelled NEWD. You can tweet me at Joseph DeGillier.
Me at Obsidian Bar.
Me at Nude Clan Cam.
Me at UFF Podcast.
And check out our other shows, Ultimate Final Fantasy, the Godzilla Podcast, Super Sexy Swinging Fan Fiction, and we might have a new show coming soon, but we'll let you know about that later. Anyway, guys, we'll see you next week.
Enjoy the nude.
May the list go on.
Live always in the nude.
Fuck off. Yeah.
One day, Caleb will get the that thing going.
Fuck.
Live always.